for the Shop Report with
Barbershop Jay.
What up, sports fans? Welcome to the Shop Report. I'm Barbershop Jay. I'll be your host for the day. Here's what's happening. Of course, we want to remind you the Shop Report is brought to you by Rocket Digital Media. It's the one-stop shop for all your digital marketing needs. You can look them up on Facebook at RDM Detroit, 1D, 2E Detroit, or you can slide on over to the website, rocketdigital.net. That's ROCKIT digital.net. Make sure when you're there, while you're there, you tell them the BSJ sent you. And for my folk out there in TV land, if you want to leave your questions or comments during today's program, by all means, please do so, and we will throw it up on the screen. And y'all know what's coming next. If you're one of them folks that wants to leave a question or comment that's indignant or ignorant in nature, won't be seen on this screen. Matter of fact, here's what you'll get.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
That being said, joining me on the program today is my cat from across the way. Why can't I play your intro? Oh, here we go. Joey James, a.k.a. Double J, telling people what you say.
Yes, and I want to start with bringing awareness to the Kyle Singler stuff.
Who's Kyle Singler?
Former Duke. And
hey, no, we don't talk Duke on this show.
Well, no, this is like more like mental health.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
I sent you one of the videos. So former Piston as well, but
imagine that.
I did have to Google just to be like even more safe. It did say, and I know there's a jock tax and all that, so I cut the number in half. Said he should have cleared about 11 million. So not that makes it any easier, but especially if you establish a habit. But he's got these cryptid like videos on his Instagram.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. I feel for the young man. Sounds to me when you say mental health thing.
He's in a room. It looks like you can see the front door, the main living room, if you want to call it that. There's nothing in there. It's empty. He's talking about like his community abandoning him, and it looked like he was kind of trying to expose the NBA on something. And I'm like, what's happening?
Yeah, we got to get to Gully's intro too as well. I appreciate you for that. Listen, I feel for the young man, especially not knowing the backstory. Just the optics sometimes can be misconstrued. Okay, so it's not to misconstrue. I'll just say there was a time when I was in a place where I hadn't been before mentally. So based on my own experience, I know how tough that can be to get back to a place where you feel balanced. Let me just say it that way. So, again, my thoughts and prayers go out to the young man. Also, we want to get to my man, D Gully, the IT guy, could join us from the CO Lumbus. We're glad you could join us from the CO Lumbus. There you go. Gully, what it do?
Is he back home? He's not back home.
No, I'm not. I'm on location. I'm out and about traveling around this great Midwest. Actually, I'm in the eastern part of the United States. But I'm with you guys. So normally I'm out of Columbus. So.
Wow. Oh, well, for that deserves a button.
Yes.
Yes. But for all intents and purposes, Aries, we do not like to climb up a tree. I'm just saying. All right. Absolutely not. Anywho, with that being said, let us officially start the show. We got 3 items on the menu for y'all today. That's right. We got some NBA talk. We're going to take a look at the NBA standings, East and West. And then we'll have, of course, our NFL Pick'em Week 11. I know it's been a few minutes since I was here on the scene or whatnot, but, life be life and sometimes. But I'm glad to be here with y'all today. And just a reminder, when we get to our NFL Week 11 Pick'ems, please, these 2 gentlemen over here to my left and to my right, they do a fantasy Shop Report Fantasy After Dark, where it's all about your stardoms and sit-ems and whatnot. So we won't be fielding any of those questions today. All right, you have to say that for Saturday. I mean, but like now, ladies, baby, eat something now, save something for later. And then lastly, we're gonna browse or go around a time or two the college football playoff bracket. All righty, then. So let's get things rolling. I was gonna do a little monologue, but actually,
Go ahead.
I was going to.
You was.
You've been kind of gone for a minute on PTO.
Right. We need to hear you, bro.
Yeah,
All I'm gonna say is we'll get to your comment. What up, guys? What it do, Austin, baby? Shout out to my man Austin, baby. No, I did want to just say right quick. I can't think of her name, but the young man who plays quarterback. Well, I mean, my memory is. I mean, would you want me to say it for people who just now joining us? Yeah, I mean, I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem saying it. Like the transmission on a '68 Buick that's been sitting in the garage too long. My mind do be slipping. I'm just saying, when we hit the button too. And if you can't laugh at yourself, you can't laugh at yourself and nobody else sometimes, up or down. I mean, shoot, all the way around. Okay, y'all figure it out. Prediction for Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. We're going to get there. Oh, it's another Purdue person. Oh, yeah, my God. Oh, my God. Anywho, I just wanted to say, we'll get to that in a second. The young man, Jaden Daniels, the quarterback for the Washington Commanders. I can't think of her name, but his mother, I just saw a Facebook post a couple of days ago. His mother is now officially licensed. Shout out to that. To be a player agent, and she's his agent. And I'm just saying.
Well, first of all, I know it's a couple to grand because I just looked into it.
To become one?
Just to take the test.
Okay, well, second of all, raise your hand. My God, what are we doing here? And then be called upon. Okay, therefore out thy whatever. King Arthur. Gully, you looking like King Arthur over there. Anywho, yeah, shout out to her and to him. But I just wanted to point out, we might see keep your eyes open for this type of deal, bro. I'm just saying players who are taking it upon themselves to, learn that aspect or have somebody they feel comfortable with learning that aspect of their brand. That is a key element to your brand, not necessarily commercials and shoe sales and things of that nature. You know what I mean? That is the foundation, I think, of building your brand, for which a structure, one that's solid, can be placed upon it. That's all I wanted to say. All right. Okay. All righty then. Let's get some of this NBA talk by the way. Gully, did you have something you wanted to point out?
No. I just wanted you to do your monologue. Yeah, man. I'm on location, so I'm working on some camera issues. So,
okay.
Keep it going.
All right, it's all good. Did we get to all of the comments, Double J? Was that all of them? Oh, wait.
No, we didn't.
Okay, hold it there. Garrett Johnson, shout out to GJ Bainey. Another Purdue, man. What is with this Purdue? Oh my gosh.
Okay. Hey, I love it. I wish there were more of us.
All right. Well, here we go. Let's get to these comments one at a time. This probably means nothing, but Shedeur Sanders purchased a property in Las Vegas today. Possible vacation home or maybe his permanent home. Oh. Then he weighs in again. If Purdue had Dylan Gabriel as our starting quarterback, we would win the national championship. Whoa.
Yeah, or NCAA football 25.
Oh, no, wait a minute. Hang on. So something I want to point out. I had this.
Hang on a second.
I was listening to Paul Feinbaum. All right. And all of a sudden, we're going to get to the college football playoffs rankings, if you will.
Yeah. So can we? Oh, okay. Well, all right. Well, we need to get to the NBA, but go ahead.
Right. But just quickly, the bracket itself, I saw one thing that stood out to me. I'm like, wait a minute. Purdue in the top 10 had already played 6 of those teams. And I'm like, I don't think anybody else has done that.
Okay. Well, you want me to give you a button? I mean, I can.
Well, no, but as critical as I've been of Brian Walters, and unfortunately the entire fan base has been a little out of character with how we typically act about, behave with that stuff. When you look at it in that context, like that was a gauntlet of a schedule. What did we think was going to happen?
GJ weighed in again. He said Pauline said some disrespectful stuff. I'll say the same thing about Stephanie A. Smith. Anyway, said some disrespectful stuff about Purdue this year. If I saw him in person, I'd slap him on his bald head so fast. Oh, slow down there, Kim Wasabi. No violence. No violence.
I must have missed that show.
And then we're gonna get right here. GJ said he asked us a few minutes ago the prediction for Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. can I get my thoughts on this right quick? Because I do want to get to this NBA stuff before we got to get to some of the other stuff.
Absolutely.
I'm not at all this is not not for me. Man, Mike Tyson, they didn't gave him an envelope. Did you see the clip I shared on Facebook where Roy Jones was standing on All the Smoke podcast about when he fought Mike Tyson?
He said what he said. Yep.
Okay, so if y'all think that Mike Tyson, they're not gonna let Mike Tyson unload on
Who was they?
Whoever the people are just putting this whole thing, whoever behind the people that we don't always see.
So
the people who got a key
saying
to the
this is a fixed fight?
No, I'm not
You
saying
think? Yes, you are.
No, I'm not saying I'm saying what I'm saying, and I said it.
Yes, you are. You were saying they gotta be fixed. It gotta be fixed. You saying if they not gonna let Mike Tyson
as of an hour ago, Jake Paul is taking $1 million bets with other boxers that claim he would lose to Mike Tyson.
Okay,
so,
that's all fine and dandy. I'm telling you, no sporting event. I'm saying the same thing for this as I've been saying to y'all before this even became a thing. No sport. Excuse me for shaking the screen. No sporting event is completely left up to chance. Ask Arnold Big Bankroll Rothstein. And boxing and anything associated with it is known well before now. Okay, they got a history of unscrupulousness-nism. Now spell that fast 2 times. How about that?
In the first round, he's saying
Jake Paul is sending Mike Tyson to the shadow run. First round knockout. Mike Tyson going to the hospital. Well, I'm not surprised. Mike Tyson's 126 years old. Anyway, let's get some of this NBA talk out the way. My gosh. Anyway, let's go. Eastern Conference, baby. Let's take a look at the standings. Double J, can I get some can you expand it for me? I got on glasses. You know my eyesight is bad.
Right. I was squinting too. So
yeah. Well. When you squint, okay. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. I should have worn my Coke bottle bottoms, baby. That would have been apropos. Gully, what you up to? You playing the violin? What you doing over there? You good? You know, orchestra. I'm just saying. He was.
Man, getting stuff together. Like I said, I'm on location. You just keep highlighting it.
All right. Anyway.
All right, bro. All right. You just wait. I got something for you.
Oh boy, I'm scared. Anywho, starting off with the Eastern Conference right here. You understand me? Wait a minute, my man GG got a comment again. He said, "I hate to admit it, but Jake Paul is the king of boxing." Yeah,
I see that. Look at him. It's not just a Purdue thing.
Yeah. Hey, like the NBA, I'll call it the Today BA. He's the king of basketball. He's the king of Bransket boxing. They ain't boxing for real, bro.
The way that Joey Logano won NASCAR's title.
I had a pair of Hutch gloves too from Hobby Lobby. You know, you see where I'm doing now. Anywho, the Cleveland Cavaliers, man, they done got off to a hot start, bro.
Yeah, and haven't said a word. You've been talking about Cade Cunningham.
And what's wrong with that? Cade Cunningham ain't balling?
Well, yeah, he is with help.
Okay, but
help
listen.
From a certain Purdue alum.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, of course. That's right. I'm trying to say. You want me to say it here? What I said in our Discord. By the way, we got a personal Discord off-camera chat thing going on. Y'all, that's a subscription. If you want to get in that, you're gonna have to subscribe, okay? Because I'm just saying, backstage for real. But I'll say here what I said there. Jaden Ivey is to Jordan and Rasheed Wallace even. Scottie Pippen in tights. Better yet, Robin in tights. Yeah. Cavs are easily the most overrated team we've seen in recent memory. That sounds like some Purdue talk right there. They're first rounder exes. Whoa. Absolutely not. The Cavs are balling. Whoa. And listen, that's Purdue talk. It's shout out to Austin. Thank you, Austin. But let me tell you why, in my opinion, why they balling. And this is basketball talk, not basketball, okay? Don't get caught on the optics. All right. Just because it look fast and sound fast, ask them what's up under the hood. That doggone Briggs and Stratton. Anywho, this is the same team that JB had last year. And to me, for each game that they win, it make him look even worse. That's number one. Number 2, 3, 4, 5, and 10.
Where's JB?
The way that they are doing what they're doing and the fact that Atkinson is going deeper into his bench early, making everybody feel as if though, and I'm not saying it's about, well, it is ego more so in basketball than it is football. But when I say making everybody feel like they're involved, I mean from a straight up like, look, if we're not going to win. It take the collective. That's what I'm seeing when I'm watching the Cavs right now, the collective. I'm not looking at the fact that they're undefeated. I'm looking at the style of play and the complexion. Y'all can have that whose points per game is better than who else's points per game. That mean they better than them. Y'all can have that water cooler debate and conversation, okay? Because I'm here to tell you right now, facts are, in a lot of cases, they can be fiction because they based on how you feel. I don't do that here. What I do here, I base it like in a courtroom off of the actual evidence. You know what I'm saying? That way, whether you for or against, or you're the prosecutor or for the defense, you got to make your case based on what's there, not what you think should be there. That's all I'm trying to tell you. And based on the way the Cavs are playing right now, I'm not about to jump out the tree and say they're going to win no championship. And I'm not saying they're going to go 82-0. I'm not doing all of that stuff like people like to make a stat that was the last stat since the last stat before that. Oh, he's the first guy who can tie his shoe in less than a second. Wow, that makes him better than everybody. No, I'm not into none of that. I'm telling you right now, the way the Cavs are doing what they are doing, and excuse me for taking up all the talk time, y'all. Just had to get this out. The way they are doing what they are doing is sustainable. And when you get to the playoffs, it is a trait. There are 5 things, maybe more, depending on who's watching, that are necessary to, and when you get to a round robin, to advance in a round robin: rebounding, defense, things that translate. Okay, all of those fancy stuff, shooting 45 threes a game or going 4 or 5 minute stretches without scoring both teams, that don't work in the playoffs if you think you're going to advance. Those things that you want to look at that I say are stalwarts, well, not necessarily stalwart, but sticklers. Yeah, those things can win you. My man GJ weighing in again. GJ. No. Yeah, he went in. But I'm just, that's all I had to say about the Cavs. I know if anybody else want to weigh in, I know we got 30 other teams. We really ain't no need to talk about the Sixers. That Embiid, talking about he on.
Tonight Embiid is out, and so is Andre Drummond.
Yeah, and so is Paul Georgina. Yeah.
Hey, by the way, this is now the second time that Embiid did the scratch and sniff.
Hey, what do we really? Yeah. Oh my, really? That's. I mean, wow. That we benefited.
What's your rule there, Barbershop Jay? First time you're a victim, then you're a volunteer, right?
Second time you're a volunteer.
Hey, listen, yeah. Well, whatever the case, that don't apply here. But whatever the case may be, I don't. Yeah, you can. Yeah, all right. Well, if that's what he into, that's what he into. It ain't nothing I want to see or discuss. See, but anywho, the Cavs is balling right now, man. I'm not saying it's gonna last, but I like what Atkinson is doing. You know what I mean? With the same team. Listen, whether you think they're going to fail, falter or not, answer me this question. Do they look entirely different than they did last year under JB with Atkinson? And if you say yes to that, do they look better than they did last year?
12-0 says it all.
Okay.
I mean, think about it. Also,
hey, you gotta. You was breaking up a little bit. I don't know if you was moving around or what. Go ahead. You can hear. Okay. I can hear you now.
Well, think about it also. In the offseason, the Cavs, somewhat surprisingly, considering how much they struggled each of the previous 2 seasons, the Cavs made very little moves with their roster. They didn't have a big splash. They, tweak things under the hood. And by making those smart minor adjustments under the hood, no surprise, no big trendy free agent thing, no thing to break up the team, no restart and a rebuild. Basically the same roster. They started out a legitimate 12-0. Yeah. And a team that's poised for a deep playoff run.
Thank you. Now that's right there. That's what's called real talk right there. All right. Double J, you gonna weigh in on that? Because we got a few other teams we got to get to before we get to the West Side too.
Well, absolutely, and first and foremost.
Hey, on my right quick, hold up, Double J, hold up. Hey, GJ, I appreciate you weighing in, man. We like I say, man, we are of the people, not above the people. The people are the reason why we do what we do. But I can't show that comment. I can't show that comment right there. But go ahead, Double J.
Well, the thing is, this is addition by subtraction for the Cavs because, as you point out, it's about fit and with personnel. And we talked about, I was critical of him at how he handled Amani and JG.
Oh, JB?
JB, rather.
Yeah.
In this case. And now he comes to Detroit. And so for every win that the Cavs get that make him look bad, every win he gets with the Pistons make him look, it provides balance.
Well, the crazy, the
Pistons have, for context here, right? You talk about like Ron Hollins has not playing their early pick, G League player, or G League Ignite rather. He's not playing significant minutes to the point where you would say, "Oh, that's your why." That was the catalyst to why everything turned around. It's very much the same core. And matter of fact, they're just getting Asar Thompson back. Obviously, he had the kind of some similar issues that Chris Bosh had. So thankfully, even in his early 20s, he's able to come back. So you're talking about, again, another top 5 pick. So for
but
them,
let me say this though. I will give JB credit for this. He's good at putting together a jigsaw puzzle. Does that make sense?
Yep.
He's good at, if you got all the pieces laying about, he can get you started.
But
he's not going to get you over the hump.
And that's where it's going to come down to. So there's a handful of teams, right? Who's been the Cavs' kryptonite?
New York Knicks.
Absolutely. 100%.
Yeah, but it looked like to me though, and I'm glad we're gonna mention them. Now that you mentioned them, excuse me. DiVincenzo and who else? It was Hartenstein.
Well, Hartenstein went to
the removal of those guys with the addition of what they have, it's going to take longer to come to fruition, and if it do, but right now it don't look good. And usually my antennas didn't go up when the NBA season, because again, my thing is style of play. Until after the All-Star break is when I would really start tuning in, because they be shucking and jiving, man. For the most part, it's all and that 360 layup Ja Morant did, it was nice. Okay, tell your boy Zion stay away from Whataburger.
Oh, but that Zach Edey hate.
Oh man, please, Zach Edey. We talking about Edey ice cream? Oh please.
Oh,
yeah, Edey's ice cream. Yeah, that's what it is. Softest. Oh, my bad. My fault, Double J. I'm lactose, so I don't mess with it. No offense. Yeah, but Zach Edey, he did his thing the other night. He had 2 blocks.
Yeah, but
his head is in the.
Hang on a second. They beat the Portland Trailblazers by.
Well, that ain't saying much. I didn't even know Portland was still a team.
40 points is an embarrassment to.
Oh man!
Here's the thing: the Portland Trailblazers had the nerve to try to fight with him when he blocked their shot at the end of the game.
Well, that's competitiveness. But the Portland Trailblazers
Whoa! Yeah, wait a minute! Whoa!
Portland Trailblazers. Man. No offense, Chauncey, but get out of there because it ain't looking good. They're not gonna win. Bill Walton, may he rest. He's not coming through that door. What we say about the Magic, though? You know what I mean? Ain't no need to talk about the Celtics because they are what they are. We already know. You know what I'm saying? What they geared up for. Yeah, I mean, you can just kind of wait. As long as they stay upright, they can pencil them back into the Eastern Conference Championship. I'm just saying. Did I say that right?
Yep.
Did I say AFC Championship? What did I say?
No, you said it. You said it right. I thought you said it wrong, and then repeated this. You said it right. If you want to be wrong, you can go ahead. This your show.
No, that's okay. But for the most part, man, as it stands right now, everybody in the East is in trouble except for the Cavs and Celtics.
What you mean by in trouble?
I mean, it don't listen. A few of these teams that we was looking at going into the season.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Okay, I see what you're saying. I
don't know. I'm looking at the Pacers like, ooh, and I'm looking at the Knicks like, I'm looking at the Magic. Paolo out already. How far can they go?
Right.
The Pistons are sitting at the 7th spot right now. Hey, if I had to pick a team to shock me this year to make it to the playoffs, it would be them. I don't trust Trey Hawks. All right. You know what I'm saying? Bring Dominique back, maybe. The Heat, they're getting tired of Jimmy Butler. Oh, and the Bulls, too. The Bulls, they kind of, raise an eyebrow. Austin said, yeah, the Celtics and Cavs look like the most legit teams in the East. Yeah, I mean, think about it. It's 15 teams in the Eastern Conference. And only 2 of them right now look like championship contenders.
Right.
Because let's face it now. If the Los Angeles Lakers was 12-0, the social media timelines would be flooded.
The parade would already be on.
It would already been. So let's not act like 12-0 or let's not do that now. Let's not be hypocritical. That's my word.
Do we still got this in-season tournament, or is that over with?
Yeah,
no.
Yeah,
Double J, did you invest in that? Because it looked like you paid for that floor. Don't do that again. Don't do that. You'll get a pink slip.
When is the first round of the NFC?
You'll get a pink slip. Don't, man. I tried to watch the game the other day, man. The floor, man. I had, I stood up. I had vertigo. I'm just trying to tell you. Oh my gosh.
Yes, the NBA Cup is in its what we would consider round robin phase.
Yeah, and emphasize on cup. You know what I'm saying? As in, like somebody.
I told you that you can only pick the winner. I think that's just from DraftKings, so I'm gonna have to look at maybe FanDuel or somebody else. But my shock prediction is that the Pistons will participate in that final.
I don't give a about that
cup, man. Who cares?
I don't give a
that's final, man. Please, listen. Give me the NCAA Final Four over the in-season.
If you have a banner season,
and
the Lakers had one.
Thank you.
So, right.
The Lakers had a banner season. They won it.
I'm telling you right now. What did they get? What did LeBron like? Did he get a ring for that? I don't remember. What did they get?
He got another credential to say he better than Jordan because he won a mythical tournament.
So right, and there it is. So that in itself,
it means
LeBron can use it.
It's a meaningless credential.
He can try to use it, but
it's a meaningless credential.
No,
like Kobe said, Kobe said, man, it's you know what it is? It's really a division banner with truffles.
Let me ask you a question.
Say that.
Let me ask you a question. How meaningful is it? How meaningful is it for the winner of the Big Ten ACC Challenge?
That's not what this is.
That's exactly what it is. That is exactly what it is.
Conference championship.
No, it is not. No, it is not, bro. Because
tournament. Let me say that.
All right. So Purdue. When the last time Purdue performed well in the Big Ten ACC Challenge?
They've actually done historically great.
Yeah, I know exactly. So how did it lead in March?
Well, but
what did it mean? What did it mean for the Puerto Rican? Yeah. Oh man,
they just went to a national title game.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. What happened last year?
Well, they got
last year with the national title.
But they still won. They won the Maui Invitational.
Hey,
they got a banner.
Okay, so winning the NBA in-season tournament bears what in the grand scheme?
What do you guys want it to mean? It's
a draft pick to build your franchise.
Thank you. Like Gully said, give it some substance.
Give it some substance.
I'm pointing this out to you guys because you guys got to get ready for potentially a monumental shift to happen to this sports.
I tell you, a monumental something.
NWSL, the Girls Soccer League, just ratified to get rid of the draft because of what it appears to be, which is something that we've talked about a long time ago, right? And so what happens then? Because again, if you look at all your other leagues across the country or globally rather, they all have in-season tournaments of various kinds with countless sponsorships.
But at the end of the day, listen, I'm not talking. I don't care about what it looks like.
Wait.
Don't give appearances substance. What does it mean in the grand scheme if you win the in-season tournament?
Wait a minute.
What does it mean?
You have
barbershop.
Additional
I got a question. I got a question for you.
Stop it.
Those in-season tournaments that you're referencing in soccer, are those interleague tournaments?
Yes.
Thank you very much.
What do you mean interleague? Like
yeah. So those in-season tournaments you're talking about isn't it the case where I don't know because again you know soccer you know soccer. I mean you're the soccer expert on the show.
Yeah, preeminent
soccer expert. So when we talk about in-season tournaments, aren't we talking about a league based out of Brazil participating in a tournament with a team based out of a league in South America? Interleague tournaments?
No, not necessarily.
So some of these in-season tournaments are within the same league?
Yes, within the same country itself. So essentially, imagine your college teams being able to play your G League teams, and then you enter. Then once you've reached what we call maybe the round of 64, now you've sprinkled in all of your what we call in this case the NBA teams.
Okay, so let me ask you this then.
You get to see, and it gives people a chance. We have Wrexham.
Wait a minute. When it comes to soccer, if you win this interleague thing, whatever that is, what do you get for doing that?
Money and a trophy.
Wow. So if you're the casual fan, that interests you how?
Yeah. So tell me,
because this is what they do. They hang these trophies over each other's head. That hey, we won the treble, meaning we won 3 of the 4 or 5 potential.
So it really amounts to an inside joke.
No one says, "Hey, you only won the FA Cup."
In other words, it's
so
someone and everyone just bragging rights.
So haven't won nothing.
So
bruh,
when
has rights between the players. It don't weigh nothing in the grand scheme of the NBA season.
Can you name an in-season tournament? Can you name an in-season tournament that has more importance over a postseason tournament?
Yes,
which one?
Well, in this case, the Champions League, the final ends up being the very last game of the calendar year.
Okay.
No.
Hey, hold on, wait. He said the Champions League.
Exactly.
What does that consist of?
That consists of the top 4 that from the year prior, based on where they stand. Yeah. So imagine we took the top 4 from the Eastern Conference, top 4 from the Western Conference, and while the regular season's playing out just like it is right now, those guys probably in a similar format where it just looks like, hey, this happens to be our
not probably. Is that format that you're getting ready to describe for soccer the same as the NBA?
No, it's similar, but it's not.
What's similar? What's
similar that different? It counts for something different in that it takes place during a day of the week. What they're not doing is imagine you played like the Pistons just played Miami yesterday.
Yeah.
Let's say that was their regular season game, but their cup game would have been on Saturday, and it could have very well been against the same team. What Adam Silver's doing is in the name of saving players with load management, and that's why I'm saying this is on the league, that he's saying, no, we'll just make them both count as one. So that way, it's a cup game, but it also counted as a regular season game.
What's in the cup? Nothing.
Right, and then hey, isn't it the case that didn't the Lakers play 83 games because of that?
Yes, that's their individual accolades.
But didn't the Lakers Lakers and Pacers were in the final, right? Wasn't it the Lakers and Pacers? Okay, correct. Didn't that result in the Lakers and Pacers playing 83 games in the regular season?
That's correct. Because of the final.
The final doesn't count. Right. So what did it do for the players?
Well, it added an extra game, but let's not act like they didn't get to the extra press time. They didn't get extra money. They didn't get any of those things.
They get enough press time by dudes like Joel Embiid saying he ain't playing back to back.
This is what I mean. This is why
he get more press time for that.
Suffering because, as you're pointing out, even you, the fan, doesn't want to watch until it actually means something.
No, not necessarily. I'm saying is no. What we're saying is the in-season tournament means nothing. All right. So long as we continue to value an NBA Finals championship over an in-season
tournament the same value. That's really what you're doing.
But neither is the FA Cup, neither is the.
But you're calling it a championship.
Right, they are.
It's not a championship. So it's
not meant to be at the same as winning the Premier League or winning Champions League. Winning Champions League is a championship.
Is a championship
the same as a Super Bowl
champion?
Hold on, Double J.
Absolutely.
No.
Hold on, Barbershop. What did you just say? As he was trying to make his point, you just highlighted something. What did you just say, Double J? The Champions League is what compared to
the regular? So remember, in order to participate in the Champions League, you had to have qualified the previous season.
Okay.
So
remember,
that means whoever got traded and moved or what, the whole owner could have literally dumped the roster.
Yep.
And just rolled in with some bums, and they get bounced, right? Yep. Or somebody loads up and then they go and win the whole thing.
Yep.
That is deemed the crown jewel of champ because
does the NBA in-season tournament trophy or cup weigh as much as a Super Bowl in finals trophy?
No, and it's not supposed to.
So why should I care about it?
Exactly. So why should I care about it like I care about a Super Bowl champion?
Why should I? What am I getting over?
Unfortunately, this is the problem with the U.S. fans, right? The U.S. fans care I would say this.
We
Hockey
care when it
doesn't have
means
this.
something.
Baseball has a World Baseball Classic, but that's international. That's not the team.
Yep. Yeah,
Okay,
remember y'all and y'all ridicule and y'all talk to me. Y'all talk me to death about world championships.
Hey, hold on. First of all, I love the World Baseball Classic because I love to see USA go up against Puerto Rico and Japan. I think it's more compelling when you have other teams from other countries. You know my stance on that. But the NBA in-season trophy, I'm with you, Gully.
The NBA needs to open this thing up the way that.
No, they need to.
No, Barbershop. You know, he might be right. Because remember, I think we theorized on the show. What if the in-season tournament finalist from the NBA plays the G League champion?
No, not even just one. I want to see every G League team have a chance to start the opening rounds. Again, think of it as a round of 64. By the time it gets to the round of 32, okay, guess what? In that round of 32, there's your 32 NBA teams or whatever. And there's some of the other G League teams that remain.
Or if you want the fans to care, because fans are fans of their franchises in as much as they're fans of players.
Yeah.
Give them the draft pick. Oh my gosh, what could Indiana have done if they would have won the in-season tournament?
Hold on, Gully. Hold that thought. I'm glad you said it that way. Double J, let me ask you. Let's say that they did award. How can awarding a draft pick to the in-season tournament champion be a bad thing? How can it not make it be better?
It would disrupt the balance because in
theory,
oh my
God,
and what balance?
And not playing it back to back. The balance is already upset.
Hang on a second. Remember,
that's why NBA League Pass is selling quarters.
Unfortunately, you have these leagues are created for parity, meaning if you have someone that's too strong for too long, it disrupts that balance.
No, it does not. It is not at all. Not at all. Not at all. The New York Yankees are the Yankees and the Dodgers are the Yankees and the Dodgers.
Thank you.
No matter how many
Dodgers at.
Okay, yeah. So they're that. Listen, the Yankees and the Dodgers for the last 80 years have been the two heavyweights in the MLB. The Lakers and the Celtics. The Lakers and the Celtics for the last 70 years have been
the most titles.
Okay, wait, Barbershop. I'm still cooking. Hold on, wait a minute. Still over the pot.
Do you think?
Irrespective of whatever parity you're talking about. Teams still play for championships. Heavyweight teams still find a way to continue to be loaded. Heavyweight teams find a way to continue to be loaded. It doesn't matter about parity be damned, if you will.
But Gully, to your point, but let me fish back. Look at the Dallas Cowboys. They ain't won since I don't know when, but they're the first one they talking about when you tune in. The leagues are top heavy anyway. Listen, how are fans not complaining about not being able to see West Coast games or the NBA don't show? Listen, matter of fact, let me say this. Hold on. Let me say it this way. How long have I been saying on this program that the NBA does not do a good enough job of promoting the other teams of its product? Every talk show you turn into nationally, I don't care what the Pistons did last night, they're going to be the last thing talked about, even though they should have probably been the first thing discussed that day.
Sacramento is still unknown to people. Oklahoma City is still unknown to people.
That's what that debunks. Unfortunately, what Gully's trying to point out, that parity be damned, because unfortunately, they're look at those guys for that reason, and that's what's keeping them there. Look at the Eastern Conference standing right now. Look at the Eastern Conference, and the way, based on what the way you've seen things play out up to this point in the season so far, although still early. Look at this. Look at the Eastern Conference right here, and you tell me where's your parity? What do you mean? Look at every team. Man, don't do that. Right now, it's 15 teams in the East and Western Conference. Out of these 15 teams, separated by how many games? I'm not looking at no numbers. I said complexion. Based on what you have seen and how they have played, the only teams out of these 15 that don't look suspect are the Cavs, the Celtics, maybe the Pistons even, and the Bulls for real. All your team, the Bucks look suspect. There are questions surrounding the Bucks.
and shouldn't be because of all that they got down there. There are questions surrounding the Wizards and the Sixers because Joel Embiid, again, don't want to play in back-to-backs, and he's scratching and sniffing like we really want to see that. The Pacers are, they middle of the road. The Nets, who even know they still in the league. The Hawks, they got Trey because he light-skinned, he got cute hair, no offense to nobody. The Magic ain't got Paolo right now. Really, again, the Heat, like I said, they tired of Jimmy Butler. When you turn the TV on, not look at the standings, when you turn the TV on, which of these 15 teams you'd be like, oh, I'm going to put some money down on them to do whatever. It's only 4 teams at best out of 15. That ain't parity. That's putrid. Let's move on to the Western Conference, please, and thank you. Can we do that? And while we're doing that, I'm going to show this comment. Hey, if you disagree with me, just let me know. That's what this platform is for, the barbershop. You understand me? Sports commentary from a barbershop perspective. I don't mean to take all the talk time, but I've been away for a while, so it's my turn. That's all I'm saying. Raise your hand. Raise your hand. Can we get the Western Conference, please, and thank you, or no? I'm taking that off the screen. Anywho, yeah, I'm just saying at the end of the day, my man Austin left a comment. My bad. Let me throw it up there. My bad, Austin, for just now getting to you there. He said, I do like the Magic and the Knicks. He said, I think they can figure it out, especially Magic with Paolo. Number one, I don't know how long Paolo is going to be out. So that's still a question. But right now, we're going to take a look at the Western Conference because we got to keep things rolling right along. Forgive me again for taking up the talk time, but Double J always do that. He always put the screws and then he expect me not to yell, holler out. Don't do that. The Suns right now sitting at the top. Are we surprised at the Suns? Kevin Durant? What's happening?
Yeah. Well, surprised. Perhaps maybe I don't know. I'm like, let's say relief. What is that? What is that thing? Barbershop. You know, you got kids where they finally
hello, my
where
man.
they
Go ahead, I'm with you.
All right, where they finally show that what they're capable of. It's like, man, you've been, you know, I don't want to say, I guess, yeah, I don't want to say it's like potential. Like they're not playing up. They're not who they should be. They're not playing the way they should be. They're
not an enigma anymore. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Okay. That's it.
They're not an enigma. They actually, I still think they need a better big. You know, that little tirade or whatever that was, Kevin Durant, the Yusuf Nurkic, I think is the center down there. That's probably where they'll get ousted, maybe in the second round if they get to the playoffs, which I think they can because of Kevin Durant. He's a talent, no question. But, you know, along with a few other people, I just, you know, my thoughts on him, you know, outside of the talent is when the going gets tough, you know, he get gone. But anywho, that's another story for another day. But right now, as it currently sits, I done watched a few of their games too, not all, but you know, he you know, told Nurkic, like, look, man, you know, everybody got to touch the rock. You know what I mean? Because that's another thing about the Cavs right quick. It's the ball movement. The ball movement and the player movement it will beat you. If you listen, show me an NBA champion that didn't at some point throughout their championship run have to hang their hat on that a little bit. Show me one. Oh, okay. Yeah. Right. The Cavs do that. Anywho, yeah, the Suns, they getting a little bit better at it, but they need a little bit better big. And then, the Thunder, you know, my man, First Step Chet, as some people like to say on this program, don't hide now, Homer Double J Simpson. Come on back around here. Yeah, that's what yeah, okay. First Step Chet. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie.
He got hurt.
Yeah, I know he did because he ran into Steven Adams. Yeah.
No, that was who tried to dunk on him from the Warriors.
Oh, was it from the Warriors? Oh, okay. I thought it was, yeah, because he said Steven Adams is an immovable object. I'm just saying. I'll tell you who I am surprised by out of this top 6 right now in the West. That's the Warriors.
Yep.
Steph, he's stepping his game up there, little Willy Wonka.
Well, how about the team added the right type of depth? It was a very similar under the hood tweaking adjustment that needed to be made because you had a core philosophy and a core team that could still work, much like the Cavs. They did some under the hood things, right? They didn't replace Klay Thompson with another. They didn't with Bradley Beal or go get James Harden, for example. They didn't go that route. They looked at what really worked for their team and what complemented their team, and they got role players.
Whoa! Say that word again.
What complemented their team?
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Hold on, wait. You walking? Hold on. I don't know. I think you walking. Listen, listen. Remember.
In other words,
listen. Hey, look. I put it in a way you understand. You walking on Bartlett. Listen. You walking on Bartlett, but you might be in Bedford when you think you're in Cleveland.
Hey,
okay, so be careful. Be careful. What I'm saying.
So
that's fine. That's fine. But what I'm saying is, you walking on a street that you think is familiar, but you think you're walking on mine. But I just asked you to
repeat the word because I said that often too. I said it's more. It takes more than just adding names to a roster without seeing if the name added will be complementary to what it is that you do. I.e., I'm gonna use football as an example. Everybody questioned Mike Tomlin when he made the switch at 4-2 from who it is, Justin Fields to Russell Wilson. Like, what did he do that for? Well, we see how that's turning out. I'm just saying, okay, because Russ compliments what they want to do.
Mr. Unlimited. Unlimited.
And all of a sudden, you saw Mike turn to the camera like, oh, yeah, we got one. Got him. Just saying. And Pickens all of a sudden looking like Double J's greatest fantasy pickup. Not off the waiver wire.
Here's something I can tell you. Double J. Here's something I can tell you.
Who double me or Double J?
No, Double J. Here's something I can tell you.
Double down, baby. You got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them.
You don't need You don't need an in-season tournament for the Ravens and Steelers in the middle of the season to be a game of the week or a game of the
my goodness. Shout out to Gully for the slammer. Double J, lace
if that's not the game of the year so far, tell me what is. Tell me another matchup.
I think it happened on Thursday.
What's up?
That Bengals Ravens game wasn't exactly a slouch.
That true, very true.
But either way it go, you didn't need an in-season tournament to see that either. You know what I'm saying? That's why the NFL is gonna be king when it comes to this thing. You know what I'm saying? Viewership ain't down in the NFL, I bet you.
Hey, by the way,
played 17 weeks.
Hey, let me tell you what the NBA in-season tournament is for real. It's akin to putting lipstick on a pig. Still gonna go find the mud. I'm just letting you know right now. All right. Anyway,
by the way, real quick, late breaking news.
Hold up.
The Philadelphia 76ers at home lost to the Cleveland Cavaliers 114 to 106. Cavs are now 13-0 among a historic undefeated start to a regular season.
Yeah, and I guarantee you, if it was the Knicks, the Lakers, the Celtics, who else we got over here?
Even the Bucks.
Clippers.
If it was the Bucks.
Yeah, the Bucks. I guarantee you, if it were any of those other teams, and it might be some I'm missing here, that had jumped out to something like that. Oh my gosh, I wouldn't even turn the TV on the next day. I wouldn't. Throughout the run, I wouldn't watch none. Get up, get down. 911 is a joke in your town. All that other stuff they be going around. ESPN and not, you know what I'm saying? Really, they shouldn't be no type of network. I don't know where Gully went, but he'll be back in a minute, I'm sure. But yeah, none of them, bro. They're going to all be talking about that other team going, can you imagine? And there'd be questions like, the Lakers are 13-0. Are they the greatest team since George Mikan tied his left shoe before he tied his right shoe? Man, stop it. Cut me in and cut yourself out. Yeah. What about the Nuggets? Hey, your audio went down, Gully. Oh, no. Hold on. Yeah. Double J, what about the Nuggets? You still mad at Joker?
No, but I'm not. They came back to form a little bit. I just don't think they have the right core to, unfortunately, make a real run at this thing.
Yeah, well, tell me why teams who win championships or on the verge of, on the cusp, get rid of players who are central or significant to the said championship run.
Well, that parity I talked about. You don't want to pay him. You can't pay him.
Well, that's non-payment. What you getting parody by
With the
default?
salary cap. If you didn't have a salary cap, you wouldn't have
well,
that
the salary
issue.
cap should be up way more than what it is right now too, because the TV deals. Okay, one is not commensurate with the other.
It increased.
The TV deals did.
No. So did the salary cap.
Not like I said, not commensurate to what the TV. Okay, in other words, if the TV deals went up 98%, the salary cap went Gallup poll went up 2.5%. Yeah, one day, nah, they need to be a little bit closer, bro. I ain't saying 51-49, but yeah, it's still a gap. Okay, still a gap. All right, like the insurance, I would suggest y'all get when y'all get new cars, get the gap. All right, we need to do a commercial on that, something to that effect. What about the Rockets, man? The Rockets, they oh man, that doggone what's his name down there? Jalen what?
Jalen Green.
Oh, he is a monstrosity. My gosh, that young man has no fear. Don't do that, Double J. What you mad at him because he didn't go to Purdue? You gotta let that go.
No, you brought up the no fear thing. Hey, there's pros and cons to that.
Oh boy, here we go. Well, here we go. Never mind.
Pros and cons to what?
Gully, your audio is real low.
How about now?
Oh, that's a little bit better. Yeah, that's what happened when you're on location. Sometimes the little Mises be chewing the cords.
My Twitch streamers, they're not being able to get to the show. My YouTubers not being able to get to the show. But
it's all good though, man. We keep things rolling anyway. Anyhow, you know how it go down. Ja Morant, the Grizzlies.
Wait a minute. What's the downside of having fearlessness?
5 for 14.
What do you mean 5 for 14?
Who went 5 for 14?
Jalen Green.
When?
All right, that's 40%.
Okay, 6 of 17. Or how about 2 of 13?
Oh, okay. All right.
What did his attempts and his makes got to do with his tenacity?
Sometimes
bro. No, don't associate numbers. No. Effort, there's no metric for effort. A guy can go 1 for 9, but if I see him diving for loose balls and extra rebound.
You watch the game against the Pistons. You got to understand there's more to that. Just like, hang on, there's two things you need to understand.
What's more to effort? Either you see it or you don't.
Why is there more effort?
I don't care.
The more effort is always because Cade was picked first and he was picked second.
Okay, well, whatever motivates you, whatever chip you got is your chip.
A little different gear from him that could actually be criticized since it exists.
Oh, please. But depends on who's doing the critiquing.
The same can be said for Benedict Matherin, who was upset that Ivy was picked before him.
Okay, well, you know what?
More beloved in Indiana than he ever could dream of.
Well, tell them all then the Binky shipments are on the way. Okay, right. That's fodder.
They can get their favorite color.
Yeah, you have your arms folded off.
You'll catch what I'm talking about.
Yeah, okay.
You saw the All-Star game. Actually.
Yeah, I know. Well, they all at fault for it not being competitive. I don't care who was doing what. The Lakers, mind you. Oh, the Grizzlies. My bad. What about the Grizzlies? Y'all liking the Grizzlies or no?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm,
yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. We're gonna see what I think. Yeah, I do. I kind of like the Grizzlies too. What about the Lakers?
Man, I think they're right where they want to be.
And the Emirates, say that fast one time. Emirates Cup with the light blue neon color crayon floors. Ooh, that's an eye sore catcher. You catch a sore eye trying to watch that. Anywho, the Clippers just built a $1,700 billion arena, and Kawhi Leonard was last seen driving in his Chevy Tahoe, heading down to 95, baby. Woo! Yeah.
Speaking of the Rockets, they're taking the Clippers behind their own building and giving them an old...
Well, I mean, sometimes the blanket party is what's necessary. Well, it's 2024. Let me say out behind the woodshed, because they say blanket party. You start getting calls. Hello, cello. I'm just saying, cello. Yeah, I really don't see no reason to talk about nothing really much. I will say this though, man. I don't think the Timberwolves, the Kings. I like Mike Brown, but they kind of look like the Cavs did last year. Good enough to be in the conversation, but nah, there ain't gonna be no jubilation. Not at the end of when it's all said and done. I'm surprised at the Mavericks too, though. What's going on with them, man? Or is it just early?
Even for the Cavs being 13-0 now, it is very early. I mean, it's still not very early, but it is early. So we see teams that, some people wake up 5 in the morning. Other people wake up about 11. But what happens when the afternoon gets here? What does it take for you to be ready in the afternoon? You get what I'm saying? I think that for the Mavericks, maybe it's going to take a little bit for them to get themselves back in the motion, get themselves back where they were last year to lead them up to a finals appearance. But I'm not too concerned about them. When we talk about the Timberwolves, I think the moves that they made were not for this year. I think they were a year ahead of being able to be the team to be the favorite, like Oklahoma City is the dark horse now this year. I think the Timberwolves moves are positioning them for 25-26 and beyond.
All right, I'm with you on that. Yeah, but again, the season is still early, but you can't look at what you looked at, and not say, if anything else, is like a good trailer for a movie. You know what I mean? Well, I can't wait to see it. So what I've seen so far, and I've watched more games this year than I have in years past, to be honest with you. Again, and especially from the Cavs, I'm intrigued to see what it looked like, especially now. I really want to see what it looked like after the All-Star break. You know what I'm saying? With that, we're going to take what they say, as they say in this business, a little bit of time to pay some bills. When we come back, we're going to talk about that NFL Week 11 pick'ems, baby. Double J, don't show up now. It's too late now. We're going to go to a doggone commercial. Get out of here.
It's K Cunningham, and you watching the Shop Report. I'm Harvey Diallo, and you watching the Shop Report. My name's Chris Murray, and you're watching the Shop Report. Oh, you're Jay Nile, you're watching the Shop Report. It's Max McKee, you're dropping in on the Shop Report.
Barbershop Jay, Quentin Hines, Super Bowl champion. I'm ready. Let's do it. I'm on.
Hi, I'm Morris Man, works at Mercury Stadium, and you're watching the Shock Report.
Hey, I'm Billy Butler, and thank you for watching the Shop Report. Hey guys, I'm Les Norman, former Kansas City Royal, and you're watching the Shop Report.
Commander Brown, Detroit Rivers Mountain Training, and I'm watching the Shop Report.
Hey, this is Doug Flynn of the New York Mets. Well, a few other teams, of course, too. And you're watching the Shop Report.
I'm Matt Ramos, and you're watching the Shop Report.
How you doing? I'm Rajay Davis, and you're watching the Shop Report.
How you doing? This is Nelson Figueroa, former Major League pitcher with a lot of teams. You're about to listen to the Shop Report.
Hey, this is Howard Johnson. You're watching the Shop Report.
Hi, I'm Heath Bell from the New York Mets, and you're listening to the Shop Report podcast. Yeah!
Hey, I'm Josh Tolley, former catcher of the New York Mets, and you're watching the Shop Report.
This is Edgardo Alfonso for the Mets, and you're listening to Shop Report.
All right, what it do? Did we lose Double J? Double J, where you be at?
Double J, what you say? Come on back.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Oh, man. What are you doing? All right, anyway, y'all, let's get to some of this NFL Week 11 pick'ems. It's been a few weeks I done missed here on this thing on the P-Rogram, as I like to say. But at least now Wednesday's here. We
Wednesdays
get at least
are back again. Yes.
Yeah, well, here we go. Get to say a little something about the Thursday night games here, right? But the Washington Commanders lost a tough one to the Pittsburgh Steelers last Sunday, right? Is this the game of the week or one of? Can we find 3 games of the week for Week 11? This is definitely one, if not the one.
You said Washington? No, this ain't over Pittsburgh, Baltimore.
I said, can we find 3 games of the week? And why wouldn't it be over Pittsburgh, Baltimore? You can make a case.
Washington, Philadelphia over Pittsburgh, Baltimore.
You saying that because you're AFC Northian.
Well, all right, you
Yeah,
are NFC Eastian. Whatever the heck that means. Those are the three games. Those are the three games with the 6 favorite teams to appear in the Super Bowl. Right there.
I'm just saying. Anyway, right now we're just gonna do some pick 'em. I just want to add a little intrigue to the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I just remind you all, this is not fantasy hour. So if you want to know who you should start and sit in these games, y'all got to tune in Saturday to the Shop Report After Dark, the fantasy hour with Double J, D Gully, and sometimes Doc, depending on if he didn't ate his enchiladas or whatever it is. This dude and posting food, my gosh, I stay hungry. I say, Doc, would you stop posting food? You know I have to hunt for mine. Okay, I don't have a stove. That's too much information. Anywho, give me the Commanders. No, yeah, give me the Commanders. I'm gonna take the Commanders. No, that's Philadelphia though.
It's in Philadelphia, right?
Hey, so the line, just for context, right now, the live line is 3.5 with the Eagles.
Ooh,
as the favorites.
Give me
that over under 48.5, which is actually very high, with the exception of last week, which went over, of course. It's right in that same territory. Expect Jalen Hurts though, must start.
You know what? I'm gonna say this again, man, because every time I see them now, this is always gonna come to mind, and it's just got to come out. I'm very impressed with what Jaden Daniels did going back to LSU, and maybe even further. I don't know, but I've heard about he was doing. Somebody called me and told me about what he did to learn how to play the position. Now you still got a sophomore season upcoming, so I'm still kind of, looking to see once teams get a whiff of you, so to speak. But he was using an Oculus, the Oculus MetaQuest thing or whatever it is, to train for how to be an NFL, for how to be a quarterback.
And what it is,
that's ingenious, bro.
Think of the Michael Vick experience that we saw that commercial.
Yeah, the commercial. Yeah. Ooh, oh, shout out. Oh, Double J. Whoa. You've been sipping on the sauce? Dang, okay. Well, I imagine that. Yeah, I knew it was somewhere in the vicinaries. Yeah, give me the Eagles. I'm gonna take the Eagles. Who y'all got in this one? But Double J, what you can do when we go through each game, you can give us the lines. That's cool. But as far as, again, the picks, this fantasy.
Yeah. No. Believe me, it's in my best interest right now on a Wednesday.
Oh, boy, here we go. Hey, listen, if you're going to throw some money away, throw some this way.
Right.
Okay.
We started.
It can be a write-off.
Hey, you know how you guys said you don't want no NBA Cup? I don't want these tournaments interrupting my good flow that I was in.
Oh, here you. Well, it looked like from what you showed us in the bottle was been flowing. Who you got in the watch?
Pedialyte.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
Oh, I bet.
I'm buying what you're selling. You know what I'm saying?
I bet it is.
Kelly, you see how he switched it around there? You can see the fizz was Pedialyte.
Right.
Hey, whoa.
It's 2002 and it's hypnotic. What are we doing?
Whoa.
Hey, what are we going?
Hey, what are you drinking Pedialyte for? Never mind. Oh, I forgot who I asked. Never mind. Who you got in this game, man? Washington or the Eagles? We got to keep things rolling.
I'm gonna take the Eagles.
Yeah. Double J, who you got?
At home.
Yeah, give me Philly at home.
Yeah, especially with them three.
But I would tell you this: if they blow it, right? Because the game script is there for them to have quite a good day on the ground.
Yes, but and that, by the way, that move Saquon Barkley did. That move Saquon Barkley did. Never seen that before. And I've been watching football since when they had leather helmets. Never saw it, seen it.
Man,
I'd like to see it again. But I'm telling you right now, Nick Sirianni, while we talking S's, okay, he gonna go for 4th and 2s, in the first quarter.
Yeah.
On his own 14. He gonna be the death of that team.
But the thing about it is that move. You know how many extra yards he gained?
All I know is it came off 2 spin moves. You can't even do that in Madden.
Yeah, he did that right.
Okay. You tried it, a glitch.
Yeah, your controller glitch.
I'm trying to
the fact that move,
what happened?
I think he got 3 or 4 extra yards by doing that.
Bruh.
That's what's crazy to me. It didn't just happen.
Your audio, Gully. Your audio.
Oh, I'm clipping.
Yeah. Bruh, I don't know how many extra yards he got. All I know is, how do you hurdle a man backwards? You know what that looked like? It looked like the ice skating version of the Russian leap.
Right. Or it looked like a Rey
Double
Mysterio.
J, don't play me now. I got Encyclopedia Britannica back here.
No, I know. Yeah, I went.
Yeah, Gully, did you see his face? Like, oh, the old man. Oh, he brought one back from memorization.
Right.
It's my short-term memory that's terrible. Well, my long-term memory started.
Hey, how's my audio now, guys?
It's a little bit better than it was 17 seconds ago.
17?
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, 17. Ha ha. Woo, do not go in there. All right, let's move on to some of these Sunday games. The Packers at the Bears. Oh, this has just become ridiculous.
Again, Packers Bears current line 5.5 in favor of the Cheeseheads.
Oh, in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I don't know about that, man. Them soldiers up in that field ain't gonna be too happy about that. Bunker Hill, Soldier Field.
Yeah.
Is Jordan Love playing?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Well, I might roll with the Packers too. Don't tell RB I said that, because I can hear that.
He heard that already. Don't worry about it.
Oh yeah.
Don't you worry about it.
Yeah. Somehow it was anonymously leaked. Yeah. I'm gonna go with the Packers. Who y'all got?
He had a full practice today.
Oh yeah. Well,
yeah, I'm taking the Packers on the road.
That just adds insult to injury. Yeah. Jack, huh?
Just to try to be contrarian, I'm gonna take the Bears.
That's because you know somebody.
They fired their
don't do
offensive
that.
coordinator.
Oh, who fired the offensive coordinator?
Chicago.
That's all the more reason to take the Packers.
Well, was that truly what was holding them back?
Well,
or is this just a Band-Aid or a human shield for Eberflus to try to make it to the end of the year?
Well, who knows anything?
Thanksgiving, kind of Kanye. Maybe we can make it to
wow.
Make it to Christmas.
Well, I'm still, yeah. I mean, that is a thought. You do raise a good thought there, but I'm rolling with the Packers. Jordan Love, I think, would be too much, even in Chicago. And then that whole Aaron Rodgers thing, I own you somehow or another. I don't see that ending no time soon. What about Jaguars Lions? Do we even really need to talk about this one?
Trevor Lawrence is out, and that line is currently at 13.
Oof.
Hey, bro, that Lions Texans game, that was a good one.
Yeah,
it was really a good one. For Jared Goff to throw 55 interceptions and the Lions still win the game, that's a team effort right there. That's a team effort. But you see, Dan Campbell, I saw some footage of Dan Campbell, and I didn't notice he was a tight ends coach for some team.
Miami.
Was it the Dolphins?
Mm-hmm.
And when he told that guy, man, listen, we don't go half out here. You know what I mean? You got to let that dude on the other side of you know, which should be the case in any competitive sport. I don't care if it's tennis or badminton. You're going to have to earn your paycheck today. That's why I love Dexter Lawrence. Or Dexter Lawrence. Is it Dexter Lawrence for the Giants?
Mm-hmm.
Nose tackle?
Yeah.
I saw the video. That's why I heard it. You have to earn your paycheck today. I'm sorry. I don't care if you the top 5 recruit. I don't care. And if you earn it, I'll give it up to you, but you're going to earn it today.
But you know what? Again, speaking of videos of Dan Campbell, I've obviously had he was on the team and Kevin was on the team. So I got to witness him as a player. And
you can see the product on the field as a reflection of him.
Absolutely. He went during training camp, he pointed out a couple of kids that naturally were going through it, right? And he told the team to make sure they took a moment to spend time with them. And then also in general for everyone that showed up to play harder for them.
Okay, so stop right there. That speaks to an old life adage. You get more out of people when you treat them like people. Or better yet, you get more flies with honey than you do vinegar. All you folks out there that's in charge, take a note. You're talking about leadership and all that old type of stuff. Huh? It's manifested through your actions. They see you doing it, they gonna do it. What did Kenny Smith say about extraordinary? He said, it's still the ordinary. He said that just people who are what we talking about, they just do extra. Dan Campbell do extra. Some organizations, they don't rebuild, they reload. And the Lions look like they got to putting bricks in place as a foundation to be one of them reloadables in this now and near future.
Yes.
Meanwhile, in Cleveland, they still don't know if they're going to fight over where they're going to put the stadium at. I'm just saying. No, you get a cookie. No, you get a cookie. Oh, it's too many crumbs up in here.
How much momentum has that proposal to use to build on Lakefront Airport?
That's not the Lakefront Airport where they're going to be putting it at. No.
Oh, no. What I'm saying is I thought that the city of Cleveland like this is new because of course the
okay, well, I'll tell you what, you asked about the movement. Basically, it's like sitting in a rocking chair. Yeah, it's moving, but it ain't going nowhere.
Gotcha.
All I'm trying to tell you. All right, let's get to some more of these games. Raiders at the Dolphins.
Ooh, 2-7 versus 3-6.
Yeah, well, here's the thing, though, man. Tyreek Hill and Waddle, man, they have not. And did you see Tua on the sideline tackle put his head down again?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I did.
Bruh. Hey, I know y'all done heard this before, but forgive me for being redundant. But for the folks who new here, I got to say it now in this moment. I had a concussion before, bruh. I had 2. All right. And for a minute there, listen. It's a feeling. It had
I get that anyway.
Well, we know that's because of what you got in that bottle over there. But it's so disoriented, and it takes a minute to recover from that. This is why, again, when it comes to football players, boxers, professional bull riders, and race car drivers, those 4, there's maybe 1 or 2 more I can't think of right now. When we talk about injuries and such, you're not going to hear me say he can't stay on the field. It's a trauma associated with that occupation that you got to factor in. That's not factored in when folks are saying he can't stay on the field. I'm sorry. Just here to tell you that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Concussions are real. Okay. Especially that's a grown man sport. If I don't lay you out, this is my bread and meat. If I don't lay you out, I don't eat.
Right.
And for him to stick his head in there like that again, bro, I'm sorry. I'm not risking it. I'm not risking it. I know this is like, kind of off the side, so to speak, but right here in this moment, it makes me think of people who bash Floyd Mayweather for quote unquote running in the ring. Well, let me say this on that, in my opinion, because it does correlate. Floyd Mayweather done retired and been retired for how long now? Rhetorically speaking. And he fought for how long? And he still got his marbles.
Yeah.
And was arguably one of the best to ever do it, no question. And I tell you what, you wasn't going to outwork him. Now, I'm not a fan of the braggadociousness and all of that, but in terms of the craft, he had ultimate respect for his craft. You can't deny him that.
Right.
With all due respect, we see how James Toney talking now.
Listen, I remember I got under people's skin, not to be not to troll, but to be very serious about what we feel like we won and we appreciate from the gladiators that put their lives on the line. And I'll relate this to Tua in a moment. But I had put a caption of Floyd Mayweather in retirement and how we hate him and how people hate him and his character and so on and so forth. Mm-hmm. But then I also in that same collage, I put a picture of Wilfredo Benitez. And people really thought I was just trying to be like criticize Wilfredo Benitez. Like, oh, look at him. Like I wasn't mocking Wilfredo Benitez at all. I was just trying to show this is why
nowadays when you do stuff like that, you have to add context.
Yeah, I did.
You know what I'm saying? Because people take it and run tell that.
The image was too jarring. I'm like, listen,
yeah,
what you want guys to get out there and risk life and limb for your entertainment. Here's a guy that did. Here's a guy that
he gave you talking about Floyd.
Yeah, here's a guy
gave you as a fan, whether you was an aficionado or a casual, he gave you everything that you could expect and still came out with his brains intact.
And he did it in a way where he could protect himself, and he thought about, and he knew what his, he knew he wanted to have a long life where he could enjoy what was done when he put the glove. When he put the, right.
Absolutely.
Wilfredo Benitez did it. Wilfredo Benitez, a true warrior. He did it in a way that all these fans love and appreciate. He was a true gladiator in the ring. And unfortunately, doing it the way he did it might have contributed to how his condition is or was or what have you post-retirement. Like, do we really want this out of the people just to have something to cheer about on Saturday or Sunday or what have you?
Hey, and don't be a hypocrite either if you're a fan, casual or otherwise. And so, who in this country that works for a living, whether you punching somebody else's clock or earning some type of income for yourself, don't want to see their 401k?
Exactly.
And when you get to it, God willing, you're able to have enough wherewithal or your wits about you to be able to spend it on stuff you like and then get enjoyment out of what you done spent it on.
So when we say, when we talk about Tua, right, it's hard to tell somebody to walk away from their passions. But truly listen to your body, and if you really feel like you can do it,
have your own best interest. Yeah,
have your own best interest, bro. But but certainly you've made it to the league, and you've performed in a way where, okay, we know that, conditions being right, you are that guy. You can be that guy.
Right.
But listen, John Elway retired 20 years ago. Nobody plays football for the rest of their life.
Absolutely. And do you think part of that decision in coming back, I mean, not knowing him, I'm just throwing this out here, has something to do with perception? Because, sometimes the neighborhoods that we grew up in, don't nobody want to be seen as a punk. Remember now, it's too many free to homies and not enough. Don't do that, bro.
Yeah, exactly. See, it wouldn't surprise me if reputation or ego was a part of it. But I would say what you're talking about, to me, I would describe that more to be about reputation, not necessarily about ego. It's about reputation. Like it wouldn't surprise me. It would be logical, but whatever it is, man.
Yeah, I wish the best. I pray the best for him, man. But
this is what I try to tell my son who plays baseball, and I think he wants to go far, and I think he can go pro. I would say understand that baseball is a manner or means.
Your audio.
Am I good? I'm good.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Baseball, though it has, as much as it is a dream of yours or what have you, baseball is a means for you to express the best version of yourself. Not the only way, but one of the way, but your favorite way. There are going to be consider other ways for you to be the best version of yourself, so that way you can enjoy what you have, all the cycles that you have around the sun.
Yeah, I'm proud of him and you, man, because I like any father or parent, really. I want to see a better me through my children's eyes, too. I'm taking the Dolphins over the Raiders. I still think Antonio going to have something going down the line, but that quarterback situation is horrendous down there in Las Vegas.
Do you think he will, or do you think they may make moves?
No, they deserve another year, bro. They didn't had too much turmoil and upheaval in that organization. That ain't got nothing to do with him. But he's gonna be blamed for it. Unlike Stefanski definitely deserves the blame because he gave up the playbook finally after 22 years of winning Coach of the Year. But then they had nothing to show for it except, hey, listen, don't get me started on what you're looking like when I say top shelf label, bottom shelf contents. Anywho, yeah, I'm taking the Dolphins. Double J, did you make your pick? What?
That line's at 7. Did want to just quickly highlight. Obviously, there's a lot of folks watching on Facebook as well as YouTube and X. But
Shout out to the peoples now.
Well
Shout out. Hold up,
Adam
Double J. Let me get
Sutton
a.
as well.
Let me get
for checking
He's
in.
telling them. He's telling us. Barbershop.
Well, let me hit the button. Let me give him a. Oh man. Okay, go ahead, Double J. My bad. Finish.
No, that was all.
Oh, really? Really? That's what you're gonna do?
Yo, shout out Boss Mark. Shout out Adam Shutton. Hopefully we said that right.
Yeah, well, they can see on their end what I can't see, so most of the shout outs will be coming from them. But I mean, you know what I say. If it ain't for them, if it ain't for y'all out there, we're not here. We're not doing this. So absolutely, I salute. Did y'all make y'all picks in the Dolphins Raiders game or no?
The line is -7 in favor of the Dolphins. So
well, give me the Dolphins then. I'm taking the lines I see so far. Can I get a scroll? Can you scroll for me?
Yeah, I'll take the Dolphins as well.
I don't want to see. Hey, listen. First of all, we're not showing no Burger King ad. No, you got to.
Well, then I can't scroll. Then you asked me to scroll. I can't control that.
I was getting ready to make a joke about it. You know what I'm saying? Dag nabbit. Work with. You should know how we do here by now, man. Follow the script. Anyway, scroll there. Buddy.
That's why he said that.
I know, but when I seen the Burger King commercial, I was gonna make a joke about it. He just jumped the gun like he do all the time, pushing buttons too daggone fast,
or whatever that guitar riff is.
Oh wow, really? Yeah, don't do that again. Okay,
but skipping these games then.
Oh wait, okay. Now you got scoliosis. Anyway, Rams and the Patriots. What's the line in the Rams Patriots? Excuse me.
Rams Patriots is 4.5 in favor of the Rams.
Yeah, man, I thought they would get that game the other day, man. They need Aaron Donald back bad.
Yeah, he might come out of retirement.
No, not for this team. Not now. Matthew Stafford will be playing for the Browns next year. Watch and see. Yo, I'm gonna take the Rams over the Patriots. Just because.
Yeah. Well, if Drake May is the quarterback, I don't know. The Patriots are at 3-7, you know, they're looking like they figured some things out.
Really? What number? Wait, hold on. Let me clean my glass so I can hear what you just said. What did you say? At they 3-7, they look like they didn't figure what did you figure out?
What I'm saying is, all right, it might be late. It might be
4-6.
Yeah, right. It may be too late for it to translate to like a
4-6
playoff run this year, but
you didn't catch that, I see.
No, I didn't.
Okay, well.
Incomplete pass.
4 out of 10. Oh, flag on the play. Don't play me that way. Go ahead. Finish what you were saying. 4 out of 10.
Yeah. So I think hold on. Let me look at my picks real quick. I think I picked the Patriots.
Oh, I didn't stop picking, man. That y'all still doing the pick 'em? My bad.
Yeah, I'm still doing the pick 'em.
Man, please. I'm over here trying to.
No, I picked the Rams. I'm lying. All right, I picked the Rams.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, scroll. Keep good. Go ahead. Scroll, Double J.
Well, it's another game.
Yeah, I know. I'm just scrolling a little bit further up. It's all good. Yeah, the Browns at the Saints. Oh, that's what we calling that as a game. Oh, okay. Sorry. I thought we was going to talk about Whoppers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
hey, listen. What?
That one is a Whopper. Who you got? Browns. What's the line on that one?
Yeah, what's the
-1 in favor of the Saints.
Whoa.
Well, you know, famous Jameis.
Going back to his former team.
Yeah, I mean, you know, in Detroit, they got scratched.
He's familiar in that stadium.
Yeah, in Detroit.
Go ahead.
In Detroit, they got scratch and sniffs, or that Philly. And over here, we got Jameis Winston. I'm just saying.
Oh, man.
No.
No. Just flush that one down the toilet, please.
All right. Oh, I wish I had a toilet button, but I don't.
Yeah.
So.
No.
Okay.
Sponsor that joke.
How about that? Is that better? The price ain't right today, baby.
Perfect.
You win some, you lose some. Here, let me flip a coin. Let me see.
Looks like Isaiah Stewart was kicked out for flagrant 2 on Giannis.
Whoa. What did he do? Swipe his hand at him, and then Giannis hit the floor. You know, that's what they do nowadays. I'm going to flip a coin, tell you who I'm going to pick, Browns and Saints. Let's see.
Heads
is for the Browns.
Okay.
And tails is for the Browns. No, I'm just saying. It's heads, real on straight up. I would lie for you before I would to you. Picking the Saints. Let's scroll on. Let's scroll on. Can we scroll on? Who you picking? Double J. Don't try to get out of this. Don't weasel out.
I think after the bye week, I'm gonna pick
yeah, goodbye.
Yeah,
Bye.
I'm picking the Browns. I'm gonna go with the Browns.
I'm gonna go with Gully on this one.
All right.
Oh, imagine that. Oh, okay. Yeah, monkey see, monkey do. Oh, I mean, yeah.
Hey,
hold. Stop right there. Stop right there. No,
Wait.
stop right there. Stop right there. Go back to the Whopper. I just want to say this about the Whopper. Well, we don't really need to see it. We've already seen it, right? Okay.
Right. A handful of times, thanks to you.
For all you folks out there, yeah, look at me, free advertising, duh. For all you folks out there, listen, I get it. Sometimes you're on the go, you don't feel like cooking and all that fast food, right? But let me tell you something, man. You cannot get real burgers 2 for $5. Okay? All right? Leave that stuff alone. All right, I'm not trying to gross nobody out here on the P-Rogram because I did say
they already said the clown. He's got some humans in there.
Hey, boy, yeah, we needed that. Thanks, Double J, right? Anywho, yeah, I'm just saying when you eat that stuff, just remember it's got to come out. Okay, that's all I'm telling you. Yeah, and why you think he up there drinking Pedialyte? Because he just having Taco Bell.
I know better than that.
Ooh, I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, the Whopper with cheese.
Yeah, that ain't cheese, man. Please. Please.
Good on that.
Yeah, that ain't cheese. Yeah, that's plastic glue. Gorilla glue, brother.
Hey, what's your guilty pleasure fast food then?
Me?
I haven't had fast food maybe like twice in a calendar year.
Yeah, I don't eat it. I don't eat it no more. For real. I do have a guilty pleasure when it comes to food at the Giant Eagle here, Gully, on Vista Way, around the corner from us.
Yep.
It's like, I guess, a seasonal thing, but I can never figure out which season they're selling it. I just know when I see it, I got to have it. They did the caramel apples.
Oh, it's the fall. Yeah, it's the season.
Yeah, oh man, I done lost 17 teeth, bro. Whoa, which wife he cooked for who? Cook for him. Who was him? They don't get on here starting no stuff, Ms. A, because don't be putting me in those situations. I don't do entanglement, Terry's. Don't do that. Yeah, that's my word. I make them up sometimes as I go along. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we didn't build this lexicon yet, man. We got a whole bunch of t-shirts that we could use all these words that Barbershop puts up.
Really? You had to say it on air, so now somebody gonna steal the idea from here.
They don't know what words.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, I'm the first one to put like "it happens" on a t-shirt.
Right. Oh my gosh. We get to your comments here in a second. Oh, no, matter of fact, let's get to them right now. Let's see. Miss Alva, Double J's wifey cooked for him. Oh, yeah. I already know he in the doghouse. That hen comment. I know he he's been taking out the trash ever since then. Even when there ain't no trash to take out. You know what I'm saying? I don't listen. If you did him the way Wilma did Fred, you know what I mean? And Dino, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be surprised. Put him out. Make him knock on the door. No, I'm just saying. Yeah, this Ravens Steelers, this is gonna be a humdinger.
What's the line?
What's the line? Hey, don't do that. You owe me a Snickers. What's the line, Double J?
Why wait?
It is currently -3 in favor of Baltimore.
Ooh, that makes sense.
You got to bring that back up. I'm just saying, Miss A. Well, you started it. You can't light a match and then not. What did Smokey the Bear tell you? You can't light a match in the forest.
Only you to prevent
forest exactly. Fires. Yeah. Well, you know. Hey, don't give me no triggers. Don't tell me you got to bring that up like I ain't have help. You know what I'm trying to say? Unbelievable. Yeah. Man,
that's gonna be.
Are you surprised that it's that high?
What? What's the what? No, say it again. What is it?
It's 3. It's a 3-point spread right now for
in favor. The Ravens are getting 3.
No, they're -3.
Oh, the Ravens are giving 3.
Yeah,
to the Steelers in that pedigree at home
on the road. Exactly. So that's why
I'm rolling. I'm taking the Steelers.
So something I want to point out about the Steelers defense is they against running quarterbacks, they'd go 4 down linemen, and then they have that 5th waiting there, which
spy.
in this case, spying is Patrick Queen.
Ooh. Whoa.
So the formula that you saw against Jaden Daniels last week is about exactly what they're going to do.
Hey, and don't get it twisted, bro. They got some hitter. They got some name. Listen, all I know is JJ Watt.
What was the score? What was the score of the
I know
Steelers
I'm
game
being
last-
facetious. I'm facetiousing right now. Work with me, man. Dang.
What was the hey? What was the score of the Steelers?
28-27. Hey, and Russ, with all due respect, I'm not saying Russ he did win the Super Bowl and was on the doorstep of another one. Should have handed Marshawn anyway. He got that experience, and it do count for something. Okay, it do count for something, and you can see. No disrespect to Justin Fields. What better situation for him than to sit behind a veteran like that who got mantle? You know what I'm saying? Or stuff on the mantle.
And plays in the same prototype. Like you're not watching a guy who you can only lean from the intellect, but then you got to translate it to your mechanics.
Exactly. No question.
Yeah.
And let's be real, man. At least right now, Russ opens the offense up more.
Yeah.
Because Fields was really outside the numbers in the passing game for real. He was having trouble going down the middle of the field, at least from my observation. Russ can that ball he threw to who was that? They caught that touchdown. Who's that? Pickens?
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's textbook. I'm talking about the arc, and it's a reason why you see some quarterbacks, even at the high school level, I don't know if they still do it, they used to. They would get on the field, and instead of having actual other people out there with them, they would set up trash cans at different depths.
Yeah.
And different angles, which corner routes, digs, so and practice putting certain, it's almost like in pool, the cue ball, you put certain English on the ball, or in a layup in basketball, kiss it off the glass, that arc, how much to put on it for it to drop, directly in the bucket or whatever, or the trash can or whatever, not hit the sides or the rim and fall in. Hey, bro, it's an art to it. I'm not saying I was good at it or nothing, but I've seen guys do that. You know what I mean? He put you couldn't ball placement,
right?
And he was getting pressured. He had to kind of move to his left a little bit. You know what I mean? And he did something you really typically shouldn't do as a quarterback, because it then got Jordan Love in a lot of trouble throwing off your back foot. Right. But when you do that, you got to know the right, for lack of a better phrase or expression, to put on it in order to get it over that defender. Because whoever the defender is, folks was clowning him. Bro, it wasn't that the defense was terrible, just the throw was just better. Period.
Wemby Alert has 50 points after 28 minutes.
Whoa.
Double J, did you have him in your parlay?
No.
No, of course.
50 points. Is that the Chris Paul effect?
Of course. Man, please. What did I told you how many moons ago? If you think what Chris Paul did for Tyson Chandler was something, wait till he do with the unicorn, giraffe, antelope.
Wow.
Say that fast 2 times. Yeah, I'm taking the Steelers. Begrudgingly.
Why begrudgingly?
Because there's a AFC North clash, bro. They got history.
So regardless, it would be, even if you took the Ravens, would it be begrudgingly?
Yes.
Okay, I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's an AFC North begrudge match.
Yeah. I asked what the score of last week's game between the Steelers and the Commanders, because the Ravens have a week of this look. What did they do?
What you mean? What do you mean?
Right. When Double J talked about how the Steelers lined up defensively to address, the best.
Oh, you mean a week to prepare for?
Yeah, they have a week to prepare for. I mean, both teams have a week to prepare for each other, of course. But it seems like from the Steelers' end, the job was on them to figure out a way defensively to control that offensive attack of Washington.
Well, the
Ravens is more dynamic.
Yes, no question. But they do have Justin Fields, who can mimic, not emulate, if that's the right word to use.
Oh, I
in other
see.
words, he can't be Lamar because there's only one Lamar, but he can mimic. He can give them some idea. And then you see Jaden Daniels, they just played a guy really who more similar to Lamar in terms of how they do what they do, the wiggle and the iggle and all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Add
so
that
help
to the lexicon.
What?
The iggle and the wiggle and the iggle.
Did I say that?
Yes,
Man, I don't even know what I be saying.
Yeah, man, bro. Yo, we gotta be. Hey, listen, we gotta be quicker on this. I'm serious as a heart attack, Double J.
Yeah, like the State Farm guy said. Hey, you gotta be quicker. Oh, you almost had it. No, but so they got a guy who can mimic. Yeah. That's something to go off of. At least they're not starting from zero, scratch. You know what I mean? They got something to start with. But at the end of the day, it's still about execution. And listen, I'm gonna tell you something like this right here. Since the Ravens been in the division with the Browns, another version.
They've always
anyway.
been.
But yeah, the AFC North is for the most part Steelers and Ravens. Yes, sometimes the Bengals more so than the Browns. But the Ravens and Steelers, man, I throw all the talk show stuff out the window. Throw it out. Nothing really goes. I mean, when you talk about any given Sunday, in these two teams, when they get together, it's really any given Sunday.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you what it is. It's Peter Griffin fighting that chicken.
Exactly.
That's what
you had to do that when I was taking a sip of water. You know, you're trying to kill me, man.
That's what that is. It's just no reason. It don't make no sense because it defies all logic. I don't care how them teams are set up and stacked. That is gonna be.
Vikings.
I'm taking the Ravens though. I'm gonna take the Ravens.
Okay, that's like saying it ain't like you saying I'm gonna take Oliver Candy over Jordan. I'm just saying, bad timing. All right. Yeah. Anywho, Double J, who you got? Are you still here?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, what
man? If listen,
Gully, I appreciate you, man, for staying with me on the screen. You know what I'm saying? Because I feed off of the facials and so on and so forth. If this guy disappear, now you see me.
Hold on, wait. We know the man got Pedialyte.
That ain't he do this all the time with or without the light.
I'm saying, but today
he lighting just because he lighting the keister right now.
No, he tried, bro.
Just give me the light.
Oh, please stop it. Give us a pick? Give us who you picking?
You were talking about isms and the wiggle and
he's gonna try to use me as he wasn't listening.
Wiggle and the
yeah, man. Who you got in the Steelers and Ravens, man?
Give me Pittsburgh at home.
Yeah, of course. Right. We went through all of that for that. Vikings at Titans. Do we even really need to? What's the line on this one? 49
and 6 for the Vikings.
Oh, imagine that. Well, Sam Darnold, he might. Oh, Sam probably could pull that off. Yeah.
Again, I continue to harp on the fact that the Titans secondary is actually not that bad.
You know where they are actually surprisingly ranked somewhere high defensively.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? We've seen that with the Browns. The defense is there, but the offense ain't. Or either vice versa.
But now they did get Tajay Sharp back. They have Tony Pollard, of course, still. This could be an upset special because the Vikings are going backwards fast.
Yeah.
The QDMX, they're slipping, falling. They got to get up.
Yeah. I'm rolling with the Vikings. Vikings, not Titans. Let me say that fast one time. Colts at the Jets. ARB, if you're listening, Aaron, my bad. It's Stu.
Yo, he playing on back.
Well, you know who's back is
not
Anthony
Robert
Richardson.
Saleh. Not Robert
Well, he
Saleh.
might be back at Dearborn, actually.
Okay, right. Well, Michigan, they could use him because they going backwards fast too.
Well, Connor Stallions has been hired by he's calling the plays for Belleville's offense now.
Well, when you say Connor Stallions, why am I thinking about the USFL Birmingham Stallions? Don't do that.
Well, no, that famous for, of course, the
I know.
Scandal.
Yeah, I know.
Michigan.
Yeah, cheating. Yeah, he had the play sheet in his back pocket.
But now he is. He coached at Denby here in Detroit, not that over this past season, and then started as a coordinator, and then due to an illness with the coach, mysteriously, he ended up becoming the head coach. Their season ended. He is now with Bryce Underwood, who is, of course, being rumored to have $5 million in NIL if he goes to Michigan. Who brought an entire bus worth of people? I mean, it's all of 15 minutes to get from Ann Arbor to Belleville, but they took a bus that's very Ann Arbor-ish. So they play Catholic Central in kind of Novi area. They call themselves Detroit Catholic Central, but they're 45 minutes away.
Yeah, I'm taking the Colts. The Jets are done, and we got to get through this. Ooh, we got to get to our college football talk.
Yeah,
I got to get
just the line on that one is 4 in favor of the Jets.
I'm still taking the Colts.
I'm taking the Jets at home. I think they're gonna figure it out.
Okay.
I think Devontae Adams sits this one out and give me the Colts upset on the road.
Absolutely. Falcons at the Broncos. I know Michael Penix Jr. down there licking his chops because Kirk Cousins is looking more like Kirk Cousins. You didn't get that, huh?
Well, but Bo Nix is balling.
Hey, don't say that like that. Sound like you're getting ready to advertise for some dog food or something. Some Alpo, Bill Jack. Bo Nix is balling. Man, please. Yeah, he is. But I'm taking the Broncos just because. My bad, really? My little cousin down there.
-2.5 currently.
In favor of who?
Denver.
Not surprised. Yeah, give me the Broncos.
Broncos. I like Broncos at home.
Yep.
Seahawks at the Niners.
Actually, this is a tough match. I think both teams go to 500. I think Seahawks.
So they both gonna win?
No,
they both gonna go to 500.
Seahawks with the win. Yeah, Seahawks with the win will drop the 49ers to 500.
Yeah, got you. Right.
Well, wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute.
No, I'm going with the Niners.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Niners. I'm sorry. I'm gonna take the Niners.
Yeah, Purdy got something. Purdy got something to prove. It is 3 games on this right here. It's actually 4 games that's must see. Anyway, keep going. I'm just happening to notice something here.
All right, the 9-0 Chiefs at the 8-2 Bills. Yo, let's.
Wait, whoa! I picked the 49ers. Who y'all pick?
What'd you say?
Whoa, boy! Do not go in there. I picked the 49ers. Who'd you all pick for the?
I think I'll change my pick. I'm going with the 49ers.
All right, Double J.
Yeah, 6.5 point favorites.
Oh yeah. Oh, and McCaffrey's back too. Absolutely. Give me the Niners.
Yep. Jawan Jennings balling. Ricky Pearsall again.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe he was a victim of gun violence in return before McCaffrey did.
Don't do that. Don't compare one notable injury to another.
Man, come on, man. The man was shot and he came back before McCaffrey did.
Okay, but listen, the man was shot, but why do McCaffrey got to even be brought into that equation?
No, because it's not like no, Barbershop. It's not like ridiculing McCaffrey for being injured. This
is Double J we talking about here.
Listen,
like Rasheed Wallace.
No, it's about how serious McCaffrey's injury actually was.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. Well, correct me when I'm wrong.
The severity of the injury.
All right. Yeah. I might not always be right, but I ain't never wrong. I'm just okay. Sorry, y'all. I'm just messing. Yeah. All right. I'm with you, Double J. I didn't see it that way. You know, I was on that side of the street when I should have been in Walmart. Chiefs at the Bills. This is the third of the 4 games I think is must see.
Oh, okay.
Chiefs at the Bills. Here we go again. 15 seconds.
-2 in favor of Buffalo.
I'm sure. You remember now, it was 15 seconds.
Right. Right. 15
okay. 15 seconds is all that separates the path that Mahomes eventually went on versus Josh Allen. Just saying. Okay. Yeah. There you go, Double J. Sit back, sip on the lack, or should I say the light? My bad. Sip on the lack, not the yak. Yeah. Give me the
right. right. Right.
Exactly. Glitch.
Right. So
give me give me.
I was just waiting for it to say buffering or something.
Right.
Yeah.
The windows log off.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm signing off. Give me Give me the Montreal Alouettes, ladies and gentlemen.
So, hey, listen.
I'm gonna just stay with what I've been saying. As long as Patrick Mahomes is upright and he got the refs on his side, you know what I mean? Give me the Chiefs.
I don't think Buffalo gonna stand for it. They're gonna fight if they get shafted again.
I think it's gonna be a banger. The Chiefs now, they might be 9-0, but they can get got. Now they didn't. You need a couple of close games along the way, but they didn't have my gosh, they had a plethora. You can't live off plethoras, but they do again have Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid. Right. So I just know, if I go to any Denny's and I see Andy Reid cooking, I'm ordering up some stuff because that menu he be calling plays from, man.
Right.
Okay. Shoot, talk about the Grand Slam breakfast. Yeah, give me the Chiefs begrudgingly.
Double J.
Yeah,
he
the perfect season.
Yeah, he ain't glitching. He over there talking about getting breaking news. I'm Walter Cronkite. I'm bringing you this. Yeah,
I'm gonna naturally move this one down in the points list, but I'm gonna go with Kansas City on the road.
Bengals at the Chargers. This is actually the fourth game, a bonus, I think.
Half the games can't be games of the week, Barbershop.
I said only 4. This is the fourth one. I said 4.
14 games.
Wait a minute. Hold up, bro. Washington and the Eagles was 1.
Yep.
Baltimore Steelers is 2.
Yep.
Chiefs Bills is 3. And I'm saying the Bengals and the Chargers.
You said the 49ers.
No. I said I'm picking the 49ers to beat the Seahawks, but I didn't say that was the game.
When you talked about it, you did phrase it that way.
Oh, well, unphrase me then. And unfriend me too. I don't care. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, I ain't come here to make friends. All right? While you're playing, got bills to pay.
You still at 4. 4.
Okay, well, I didn't mean this 49ers and the Seahawks in the same context as I did the Ravens and the Steelers. I'm just trying to tell y'all something here right now. This is fiduciary. Don't do that right there with fixing your hat. I said you giving him signals. This ain't baseball. There's no crying in baseball. Anyway, the Commanders Eagles was the first game I asked that about.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I'm giving the same credence to the Ravens and the Steelers.
Yep.
And then Chiefs Bills. And as a bonus, Bengals Chargers.
Oh, it's a bonus now.
Okay. Yeah, it is. That's the fourth game.
All right, bet.
I'm just saying it's for the sake of Jim Harbaugh is stay true to form everywhere he goes, almost like Bill Parcells-ish kind of way. Teams turn around quickly. Okay. When they hire him, whatever day it is. And the Chargers look to be chargering. All right. And the Bengals are mathematically, Double J, you should like this. They're mathematically still alive. Hey, I'm telling you something. Joe Burrow is not going to end his career in Cincinnati because you don't get rid of Joe Mixon. And I'm just saying, he's being
7th-round pick.
Yeah, Joe Burrow is being wasted in Cincinnati. They don't appreciate him. This dude throwing 5, 6, 7. He's putting up numbers to win the game. We always talk about what's around you. They relying too much on the trio of receivers and him. But then we'll turn around in the same breath, tell you it take all 3 phases.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So no. Right.
So you like the Chargers to win at home?
Absolutely. I bet you the line is in favor of the Chargers. Bet you that. Give us the line, Double J.
The line for the Chargers is currently not listed.
Oh, that's a pick 'em?
Whoa.
No, -1.5 for the Chargers.
Because of Joe, that's the Joe Burrow factor. Man, they watched Joe Burrow throw 5 touchdowns in the game 7 minutes ago.
Nah, give me the Bengals on that.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's always got to be one guy on the ledge. Don't cry for him, Gully. He's not Argentina. Don't cry for Argentina. This is unbelievable.
The truth is.
And then last but not least, I'm picking the Chargers. Who you got, Double? Who'd you say, Gully?
I'm taking the Bengals.
All right, well then, walk like an Egyptian. And then last but not least, the Monday.
Yes,
Miss. I know Miss Alva know. I know Miss Alva know the reference to that. Walk like an Egyptian. I know she know that. Yeah, I'm saying. All right. I didn't. Oh, whoa! Don't do that.
You said last but not least.
The Monday night game. The Monday night game. The Texans at Roger Staubach-led Cowboys. Hey, I'm gonna tell you this, Joe. You hearing here first?
Yeah.
Joe Burrow goes to Dallas. They win a Super Bowl.
Ooh, how does he get out of Cincinnati?
I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there, laying foundations.
Rumors?
What?
There's Dion rumors that he's going to Dallas.
Oh no, that's rumor. Yeah, I don't know. No,
Dion.
Joe Burrow goes to Dallas. They win a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Because I guarantee you, he get to a playoff. Because out of all the 3,700 quarterbacks in the NFL, I'm just asking the question. I don't know the answer, but I'm asking. That's why I'm looking for the answer from y'all and the people that's listening and watching. Give me the list of quarterbacks who've beaten Patrick Mahomes in big games.
Right.
Not maybe the biggest game, but in big games, bigger than most regular season games. Give me the list of quarterbacks that beat him in the last 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Right.
All right.
Burrow.
So what I'm telling you is, put Joe Burrow on a squad that's got what the other guys who in the conversation got.
What do you mean? He's got CD caliber players around him. He's got
after his wide receivers. No, after his wide receivers, what else does he have, bro?
He's got Chase Brown. He's a dog too as a running back. He's got
man, Chase Brown ain't no. You mean to tell me the Bengals ain't missing Joe Mixon
or Samaje P. Ryan
or P. Ryan?
Nope.
Stop it, Doug.
Now that they finally switched to Chase Brown, got their head out of their behind, and did what I've been telling you guys to do for fantasy players since week 1. Megan making a face when I had her draft Chase Brown.
Well, you'd be bragging if you had her drop Chase Brown.
Do you name it a dude who went off? And I'm going to give y'all another one before Saturday. Grab the Denver guy. There you go.
The Denver guy.
Okay.
John Denver.
I said, yeah, exactly. Country road.
If you don't even know who that is, then
yeah, that's Colorado. We get it. Yeah, it's a mile high. We get it. Be up there, boy. I tell you, the air up there. Anyway, I'm picking the Texans.
In Dallas.
Estime.
I'm picking
Emilio Estevez.
Hey, because my boy coming back for CJ.
Who?
Nico.
Finally.
No, don't do that, man. Listen, you say that like the man played Jenga, like he got hurt playing Jenga or something. I know. Don't do that. Come on, finally. See, I'm saying, see how you do, Gully? Because his little parlays look petuniaed.
I told you, I'm on record. I told Megan, I said the Lions are going to win that game when they were down at halftime.
Oh, well, look at you, Mr. Predictor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they were 7-1 at the time. Oh my gosh, you look at how they playing. They mollywopping people. It didn't want hard to figure that one. Yeah, he needed all his weapons in that game.
That would
have. Don't do that. What you saying there? Oh, wow.
Those were the odds. Plus 600 on the money line at that time.
Oh, 6-1, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right then. Yeah. Well, give me the Texans. Who y'all got?
I'm going to take the Texans.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Cooper Rush is quarterback.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah. And on that note, it's time to pay some more bills. We'll be right back. When we get back, we're going to look at that college football playoff bracket. I've got to hit the commercial. My God, this guy right here. Gee, my knees.
I'm Jordan Gudeman, and I'm the founder and CEO of Eddie G's Cookies. I was first diagnosed with a nut allergy when I was young. At the time, there weren't a lot of labeled items that said if there may contain nuts or there are nuts in the food, so my brother and sister and I baked a lot at home, and we enjoyed treats from mixes and things like that, but I noticed that it was not the same as what my friends were enjoying, and I started making my own recipes. When it was time to pick a career, I decided to start a bakery so I could share my treats with everybody else. When I started creating my recipe, I was taking in all the things that I thought I was missing out on. A soft, chewy center, a crisp outside crust, and a taste that is just like it came out of the oven at a bakery. When I put all those things together, I had come up with a recipe for a dream cookie. Eddie G's Cookies only uses the finest ingredients. We have all natural flavorings, no preservatives, and every cookie is made in a nut-free environment. The best part about Eddie G's Cookies is that they can be delivered right to your door. You can share them or not. We won't tell.
All right. We are back for the last item on the menu for today, and that's the college football playoff bracket. All right. We're going to throw that bracket up here. There's been some nice changes going on the college football scene. Can we finally put it out here? Don't make me have to show our Discord. That's what I think I'm going to start. Don't start screenshotting our Discord and sending it to myself an email so I can show these people, because y'all think I'd be lying. I'll lie for you before I would to you. Okay. I said undefeated at the time, that I didn't trust Miami at 7-0 or 8-0, was it? Oh, you should have saw the backlash I got in the Discord. Oh, what are you? They 9-0. What are you drinking? What are you smoking? Did you even do that? You know what I'm saying? Did you hit your head, grandpa, and all that old kind of stuff? Well, guess what? Georgia Tech again. All right. Yeah, that's all. What's already understood need not even be expressed even in further detail. Okay, that's why I told y'all I'm not a fan of the team no more. I am a fan of the sport still, but no, because first time you're a victim, anytime after that you're a volunteer. And I learned that watching the Browns when they came back in '99 until then. Okay, I'm just saying. Anyway, we'll take a look at this college football playoff bracket as it stands currently. Double J, this is current, right?
Hello? Whoa. What do you mean? You're the one who...
See what I'm saying? I know I'm the one that sent it to you. I sent it to you, but I just want to see you if you out there, what you're doing back there. Let Mrs. Alva come on this program. Let her, because I know she won't, you know what I'm saying? The world wants to see her. My gosh. I didn't ask you to move anything. What are you moving around the screen for? Anyway, let's go to the left side of the screen. As the week 12, after week 12, this is what the bracket looks like. Of course, it's going to change a few more times, but as it stands currently, we want to know from the panel and the folks out there, if y'all want to weigh in on the left side of the bracket. What?
I was about to cuss because I don't understand certain things about this bracket.
Well, Double J was here to explain it to us, but apparently, the light didn't kick in.
Yeah, go ahead.
On the left side of this bracket, Alabama and Indiana will square off.
All right, if you call it that.
No, man, Indiana is lightweight balling, bro. They ain't played nobody but the Washington Generals, but you ain't got to play nobody in this day and age to be undefeated to get talked about on every talk show in the nation.
No, I think they're playing. Yeah, they are a solid squad.
But you don't see them beating Alabama. Should it play out the way it's looking here? You don't see them beating Alabama in that first round?
I don't. Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Double J?
No, I expect this to change. IU sucks.
Oh, don't do that. That's a Big Ten hate right there, boy. You are really showing your impartiality today. My gosh. Yeah, I'm taking Alabama too, but I wouldn't be surprised. Down on the bottom side and left-hand side, Ole Miss and Penn State. Who we picking there?
Do we really believe that? Okay, well,
if you go according to how the teams are ranked right now, what I looked at when I had you put this up, Penn State would be the number 6 seed as it sits. That's what they would be. What you want me to tell you? Hey, don't keep flashing us. Listen, don't do that. This kid's watching the show. Right here. I'm saying, Mister, I got a trench coat on. Stop it.
I'm taking Penn State.
Why? Because they're Big Ten?
No, I think they're playing solid ball.
Not better than Dart at Ole Miss. Oh, Dart is throwing darts out there at Ole Miss.
Yeah. Well,
Double J, who they just beat this past weekend?
Georgia.
Oh, man, imagine that.
Wow.
Yeah, I just wanted to hear y'all say it because I knew it. And they put the wood, they talk about woodshed. Yeah. I mean, it was a decent game, but Carson Beck threw 52 interceptions. Yeah, it wasn't good. Jason, that Dart, man, I don't know. Is he a prospect? Is he a next level prospect?
Should be, absolutely.
Man, I don't know, man. Give me Mike Vrabel and Jason Dart for the Browns. I don't know. We might have to have a different conversation. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Let's go over to the right side. Well, I will pick Ole Miss in that one by a landslide. Penn State is overrated.
Who have they beaten?
Who beaten?
The Nittany Lions.
That's what I said. They overrated. I said I would take Ole Miss. Was you listening in between sips or something? What are we doing here?
No, I know. I'm agreeing with you. I'm just saying.
You said
why?
Let me. So I'm the one that needs to take
year out. James Franklin gets a pass for losing every big game that he has, and then somehow,
against AP opponents in his last 15 games or something like that, he's like what 2-13 or so, 1 in last 11. Something. It's not good. I know that it's not good. Yeah, I would be picking Ole Miss in a heartbeat. On the right side of the bracket, first round, Notre Dame and Tennessee.
Gotta clear my throat on that one.
I know that's right.
Woo. That's actually a tough match. I mean, both teams are, according to this bracket, they like right next to each other, and that's for good reason. It's hard for me
there's
to
going to be a movement. Tennessee goes to Athens this week. So this is absolutely going to change. You could easily see a flip-flop in some capacity.
Well, I'm sure it'll be slightly different in the weeks.
Right, but no, I'm saying for sure, like if Tennessee loses, you're going to see movement on that line, regardless of Georgia. You might see Georgia get in there.
Right.
Oh, yeah, I got you. Yeah. Okay, I got you.
There is a doomsday scenario, too, based on how some of these upcoming games play out as it pertains to the SEC championship. I've heard Alabama fans basically say they don't even want to play in the SEC championship. They don't care.
Wow. Because of the playoff now, it doesn't have the same meaning as it once did. That's interesting.
That they'd rather have the week off.
That's interesting. Yeah, I would actually go with Notre Dame in that game, to tell you the truth. I would.
You don't like? I think they got who's the quarterback at Tennessee? Isn't he Nico as well?
Yeah, I believe so. But now, if the Georgia's in there, I'm going with Georgia. Yeah.
Now, wait a minute. Why?
Because listen, I know Georgia. Okay, Georgia has 2 losses, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they lost those 2 games to who?
Alabama
was one, right?
Ole Miss was the other.
And Ole Miss was the other. It's just those 2 games, they carry weight. I would give Georgia that because Georgia still has it. And there's no shame in they should have probably beat Ole Miss. I don't know. Jason Dart just kind of strike me as just being that good. I think he was really the difference in that game. And whereas Carson Beck was too. You feel what I'm saying? In those types of games, it really come down to that guy on the center, the guy who makes the most money. You know what I mean? Even though the collective is necessary, we need all pieces and parts to work type of deal. But, there's a hierarchy. Some positions do carry a little bit more weight than other. I won't sit here. Hey, you heard me say one slice of pie don't make a whole pie.
But let me
which slice do you take first?
But
it's going to come first.
But hang on. What I'm going with right now is with the current group that you see here, and you just brought up Georgia specifically, who lost to 2 teams that are in it.
Mm-hmm.
Does that not add? Is there not value in those losses?
That's what I'm saying. I'm kind of giving credence to that. If it's Georgia and Notre Dame, I'm more confident in Georgia beating the Notre Dame. Not even who they lost to, but just what Georgia has been able to do the last 2, 3, 4 years. I'm more confident in Georgia beating the Notre Dame than I am Tennessee.
And this is why I'm pointing to a team that is completely what otherwise would look like utterly a disaster by these standards. But that team has played and will ultimately would ultimately play a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, and potentially 5 of the current 12 playoff teams.
That team being who? Notre Dame or Tennessee?
Purdue.
Huh?
Purdue's played Oregon, Notre Dame, and Ohio State thus far, and they have to play Indiana.
So how are we?
The reason I'm only bringing that up is because as critical as even myself, who won't even watch it, has been when you put it into that type of context. I don't know too many teams that can actually say something like that.
Oh, I got you. Well, I've been asking that question for years. Like, don't college football people who have programs scheduled they put their schedules together. They schedule those teams, right? So I've always had a problem with scheduling pansies, then running your record out to 7-0. Then all of a sudden you're in the national conversation for everything. Stop it. Yeah, well, we don't know. This is IU's first time, so we don't know. I've seen some other teams do it regularly. Excuse me. They run out to 7-0, get in the playoff even before it was a 12-team format, and then take it on the hat. Okay, I'm just saying. That's all. Yeah, some teams got a track record for looking good, looking wise, but acting otherwise when they get to, why we just here. I'm just saying. And that 12-5 matchup, Boise and Ohio State. Let me ask this question. I would pick Ohio State. I would, but I'm curious. As an offense, if you're Boise State, right? Well, no. Let me reword it. If you're a defense in Ohio, being Ohio State, how do you prepare for what you know is coming? This Gianti guy, am I saying his name right? Is running up the nation.
Yep.
Yeah, but against who, bro?
Listen, you can't listen. I guarantee you, it's been some Heisman winners that didn't have some duds or some whatevers. You can't do that, bro. Or guys who in the Heisman conversation, because he is.
He's favored, but I don't like him being favored over Travis Hunter, who's playing both sides of the ball.
No, I listen.
At an elite level.
Okay, listen. I didn't say who was favored. I said, is he in the Heisman conversation?
Oh, 100%. He's one of the
that's all. I'm not saying I'm picking one over the other. I'm just saying him being in the Heisman conversation in this game, should this play out like that, Ohio State know what's coming. So even as an offense for Boise State, if you know they know what's coming, what adjustments do you make? If you're Boise State, you know what I'm saying? And if you're Ohio State and you know what's coming, what do you do to stop it? That's two parts questions. Man, the J is on the roll.
Unstoppable force versus the immovable object.
Okay, right. Well.
And that's the thing. I mean, you go back to some, historical great running backs that have, whether it was Eddie George or, you had some Michigan
Robert
guys
Smith.
You had Tim Biakabatuka at one point.
Oh my gosh, yeah, wow, yeah, I remember a couple of his games in Michigan. He was just my goodness, he was torching folks. Maurice Claret,
absolutely
right.
Oh my gosh, he saved that game for Ohio State against Miami. He did.
Yep, that fumble recovery.
Yes, he sure did.
Off the pick, snatched.
Hey, but you know what? Right quick about him.
Where's your guy, Willis McGahee? You're leaving him out.
Man, McGahee was a dog, but he got broke up in that game. He got Nick Chubbed. No offense, because I've had knee surgeries. I've been there. He got chubbed in that game, bro, for real.
That changed the dynamic as well.
Yeah, Maurice Claret, bro. If you ever get a chance, man, go watch some of his highlights at Warren Harding.
Oh God, yeah,
bro. He was
a Youngstown guy. Yeah,
he was a dog in high school, bro. A dog. But anywho, let's keep things rolling right along here. We're gonna get some of these imaginary.
In retrospect, in hindsight, did they do him wrong? Now that you know how it all played out.
Well, yeah, of course they did. It's only obvious. Well, in his case, though, you talking about him trying to leave early.
Mm-hmm.
In hindsight, they do him wrong. I'm not sure.
Audio got okay. You better now. Yeah. That's a. I'm gonna have to marinate on that one, double.
Yeah,
it's a lot of pieces to that. It's a lot for you, and it's something I'll write down. We could discuss it at a later date. We could, a like a where are they now type of thing. I don't know how I would label it, but we could have that discussion. But right now, I can't answer it because I would say something now and then later on. You know how my mind works. It's like a
clap those audio clips.
Yeah, it's like clap on, clap off the clapper. You know what I'm saying? And then go out. You know what I'm saying? So don't. I just clapped and knew what was I getting ready to say. See what I'm saying? Oh yeah. There's some of these hypothetical matches. So let's say Ohio State beats Boise. Let's say Tennessee beats Notre Dame. And let's say Ole Miss beats Penn State. And let's say Alabama beats IU. Over in the left again. Texas, Alabama. We got to get through this as we get all the way to the championship. Who you think will win? Because then I got to get ready to get out of here. Alabama, Texas. Who you think wins?
Roll Tide.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, Roll Tide. We get momentum coming into that. Yeah, I think Roll Tide.
Yours is good, and so is Arch. But I think Arch still gonna probably have to wait his turn a little bit. Yours is good, but he can get got.
Yeah,
he can get got. Yeah, I will take Alabama in that too. All right, Ole Miss, BYU. Surprisingly, BYU, they balling up there in Mormon country.
Yeah. Yeah, to them to enter.
No, Double J didn't say who you pick Alabama, Texas. Don't try to slide out from up under that.
Come on now.
What you say, Barry White?
Texas.
Yeah, girl.
He big.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Hook 'em horns.
Yeah,
Matthew McConaughey. I heard you. Ole Miss, BYU.
All right.
Who you got?
I'm taking Ole Miss.
Give me BYU on the upset.
Yeah, of course.
I had picked Penn State.
Oh, so you out of that round anyway? On that side of the bracket.
Penn State.
All right, then.
Why are we giving him a pass on that? What? How?
Okay, well, you picked Penn State. They're not going to be in it. So
let's
say it's Ole Miss.
Bowling Green, bro. And I told you about that tight end for Bowling Green. Hello, and Njoku's replacement, because that's what's going to happen. They were talking about almost trading them last week anyway.
Yeah, well, I'm telling you what. Speaking of that school. Ron Harper.
You mean Dylan Harper?
No, Ron Harper. Back in the day, baby. I'm going back in the history. I'm opening up the archives in the vault. You said Miami of Ohio, didn't you?
No, I said Bowling Green.
Oh, Bowling Green. Antonio Daniels.
You go Josh Harris, 2003. There we go.
Antonio Daniels. Antonio Daniels, 1-1 with the Spurs. You reach, I teach, baby. Oh, anyway, I don't know why you said when you said what you said, brought back flashes of when Ron Harper was given, may he rest, land bias to business at Maryland. Yeah. Go his footage. Ron Harper was that dude. Anywho, I'm taking
Ron Harper.
Who?
Like Cavs, Ron Harper.
Yes. That Cavs Ron Harper. The Bulls Ron Harper. Yes.
You said may he rest.
Len Bias.
Len Bias.
Oh, Len Bias. All right,
man, my gosh. Whoa.
I'm like, man, what?
Put the Pedialucia down. My gosh, man. You just mixed the Pedialyte with some Lucia. Woo. This boy's off the rails over there. And look at him. Oh, man. So they've been on some. Anyway, I'm not going to do that. Yeah, give me Ole Miss over BYU. All right. And to stay on that side of the bracket, let's say it's Alabama and Ole Miss. Ooh, SEC clash.
Yeah.
Can Dart get them? Boy, silence envelops.
Right.
My gosh. Right. Whoa. Oh, my gosh. Woo. Yeah. Yeah, we can ready to get out of here, Gully. I see you stretching. Yeah, I know it's getting to that time. For its and giggles, give me Alabama over Ole Miss. I mean, it's going to – that might – if it do shake out that way, that's going to probably be an overtime game.
How did Alabama have this schedule?
What?
Like, how did they go? Like, their regular season, yeah, they played Georgia, okay, but then it was just they lose to Vanderbilt, and then they get South Carolina, Tennessee on the road. They lose that one too, and then they get a quarterbackless Missouri team, and then they beat a historically overrated Brian Kelly team. And then they get Mercer, a terrible Oklahoma team, Deion Burke's mistake for leaving. And
you're asking the question that you
and then they get War Eagle that hasn't been relevant since the 80s when they were playing in the bowl in the Birmingham.
Oh man, this is Alabama. They're gonna
talking about
as
the
long as
Birmingham team.
Alabama is
That
somewhere.
stadium, that same stadium.
Okay, well, I mean, but tell them how you really
How
feel.
hang on, how's the toughest conference not ducking everybody?
First of
how
all,
did Purdue end up playing more quality teams than Alabama?
I knew that was. I
Make
knew
it make
that's where
sense.
this was going, Gully.
Here we go
Yeah,
again.
Because
How
Purdue
did
had
that
to
happen?
because this is what happens. This is why, and we talk about this all the time. It's because, like it or not, the SEC is afforded cupcake relaxing schedules. You know why? Because the SEC is full of teams, preeminent college football teams that have great boosters. They travel well.
Thank you.
They win very well. And
Thank you.
We got moon rocks
and when it comes down to the games,
the reason for that,
they play well when the lights are the brightest. Alabama can do the cupcake thing that Ohio State got away with all the time, because when it came down to SEC championship and CFP time, they showed up and arrived. Ohio State couldn't do that, because when they would show up without their bags, without their luggage.
Didn't I just say he already knows the answer? He knows that already, Gully. Thank you, though, for spitting that, though, for giving us some context. Man,
no, because Ohio State, because
Ohio State's the only team the SEC typically fears.
When?
No, they don't. No, they
Ask
don't.
Clemson.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
Ask
No, they
Clemson.
don't. It was the one year where Urban Meyer was there, and after that, what has it been?
Thank you. They don't. Let's stop it.
What do you mean? Michigan just went and won.
Michigan is not the SEC.
Michigan, all right. Michigan won the championship.
No. He said no. He said Ohio State is typically the team that the SEC fears. No, they're not.
Historically, that
no. Historically, you talking about when Red Grange was playing? Maybe. All right, yeah, but not since '99.
But what we saying is,
one they view as an equal.
Man, please, no, they don't. No, they don't.
No. Ohio State is the only one. And look how it often looks whenever they clash.
So then how can it be looked at as an equal? On paper? Oh, I'm not saying Ohio State don't put out no superior talent and they don't belong in the conversation and all that. But I'm saying if every time Ohio State, if we going off of ranking strictly, is always ranked, and this ain't on knocking because I got some good people that love Ohio State. I'm down with this. We just talking.
It's
here.
tough love for me when it comes to that.
Okay, thank you. I'm glad. Thank you for that. Every time they get in the playoff, they like Aaron Rodgers when it comes to NFC championships.
He's over there at Virginia Tech. That's why.
Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway, can we keep things rolling? I got to get out of here. I just told you that. And Gully getting ready to fall asleep. Anyway, on the other side, let's say Ohio State faces off against Miami. Okay.
You know what, man?
Here we go.
It's been fun, y'all, but we got to run.
No. Listen, I'm just putting it in its proper context. I'm just telling the truth here. I'm tired. You're tired. We're tired. It's all tired. Where's Barney at when you need him? I love you. Oh, stop it. Anyway, if Ohio State was to play Miami, I got a lot of people right now that's going to be ringing my phone. I'm telling you right now, Ohio State will beat them again.
In an hour.
Huh? What happened? Yeah, that's right. Disappear. Homer Simpson. Disappear.
You like Ohio State over Miami?
Yeah, Ohio State would beat Miami, man. Cam Ward is Cam Ward, but when I said that I did not trust Miami at undefeatedness, y'all laughed at me. Okay.
But you trust Ohio State over the current Miami?
Yes, this current version, yes.
Okay, all right.
Absolutely. They gave up 5 rushing touchdowns to Georgia Tech. And Georgia Tech, what's Georgia Tech's record on the season? 0-95. Man, stop it, bro. Stop it, man. Like going down I-95 or Route 66. Yeah, get on out of here, Chick Hicks. It's a done deal. We out of here. Yeah, you ain't winning the Piston Cup. Not this year. Man, Ohio State gonna thrash Miami. I'm telling you right now, it's just the way it's gonna go. I'm no longer a fan of them as I once was. Well, that Georgia Tech game last year, the fashion in which they lost, that was it for me. I mean, I still tune in every now and again, but that was it for me, bro. I know. No, first time you're a victim. Anytime after that, you're a volunteer. I'm not signing up for nothing like that. And then they got Georgia Tech again. God Tech, whatever. That's a word. Ohio State with mollywop.
That one in the list.
Yeah, Ohio State with mollywop all day, every day. Mollywop.
The breaks off of them, huh?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna be getting phone calls like, "Yeah, they Canes." I'll be like, "Well, y'all didn't get the memo. I was done with them a year ago." Hello, holla at your boy. Hello, Houston. We don't have a problem.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure our host is JK, for, the Miami fan. That
absolutely not, man. Are you serious? Bro, I got the best seat in the house, and that's at the house. Don't play with me. Anywho, on the other side, if we said who we say Georgia, let's say Georgia and Oregon. Woo, that would be the matchup to see.
Wait a minute, how did we get Georgia there?
Double J said if the tables turn and Tennessee's out of it, or whatever.
Tennessee loses. Yeah.
If Tennessee loses, it'll probably be Georgia in that spot. I got a feeling Georgia gonna be in there somewhere, when it's all said and done.
They're gonna end up at 12 somewhere.
You guys were putting them right past Oregon, no problem.
Well, wait a minute. No.
That's gonna be a problem.
That's what did you hear what are you listening or are you not listening?
Are you listening?
You school? Hey, talking about it.
I just said if Georgia end up playing Oregon, that's gonna be the game everybody want to see, and you're gonna say, "Well, you think Georgia's not going to? What are you doing over there?"
No, Dad, we gotta add that one. Oh, are you listening or not listening?
All right, it's time. Yeah, it's time for somebody to go,
bro.
Yeah, it is. Okay, I'll pick Oregon slightly. Begrudgingly over Georgia.
Why begrudgingly?
Because Oregon, I don't know.
I don't know because to me, if I feel like if you're saying begrudgingly, it's as if like you got like in the way you would pick Miami to beat anybody if you did. It's something that you got a problem with.
I just think of the 4 matchups.
Yeah,
I think that Oregon. It should be Oregon and Georgia. I think it'll be a better game than any of the other 3.
Yeah, it will.
I just do. And that's that's beyond the paper. I've watched Oregon a few times this year. They don't look like the flash in the pan that they have in years. They had all the speed,
all style, no substance.
Yeah, also there you. Thank you. Who's your line stealing now?
I bet you a line stealer.
Line thief. My God.
I bet you a line stepper and stealer, bro.
And then also I have I would have Oregon over Georgia if it play. I got Oregon or whoever coming out on that side. Let me say it like that. And I got Ohio State or whoever on this side.
Ohio State got to play Oregon then.
And that's good. That's where Ohio State find their way back on that side of the bracket, representing in the championship.
Ooh,
I got a feeling.
Ooh.
And I'm not saying. Yeah, I'm glitching again. I gotta go, man. Okay, let me just say it like this. Can I give you 2 scenarios?
Yep, go ahead.
Hypothetical scenarios.
All right, hit me.
Okay, I got a feeling it's either gonna be Ohio State and Alabama.
All right.
No. Ohio State and Ole Miss.
Okay.
Or Oregon and Alabama.
Ohio State, Ole Miss, or Oregon, Alabama.
Don't ask me who I would pick to win. I don't know yet.
Bet.
Couldn't tell you. Double J, you good for the day? Anything else to say? Oh, okay. Apparently not.
Yeah. Well, who did you guys narrow down? I mean,
wow. So you've been gone, but you ain't been listening. So are you listening or you're not listening?
Yeah.
Can you answer the question? This guy right here, man. Okay.
Are you listening or are you not listening?
In a rematch?
Yeah. And I think Ohio State will get him again. I mean, I think Ohio State will get him this time.
No, you think Oregon will get them this time?
No,
Oregon won. Oregon won in the regular the last.
Okay. All right.
I think Ohio State will get him this time. Yep.
All right. So give me Ohio State.
I mean, I just something about Ole Miss, man, and the way Jason Dart. If he keep playing the way he playing, I don't know, man. He could be the difference in one of these games.
Yeah.
Upset alert. That's all I'm gonna say. With that guy, y'all Mr. call him Jason Dart. I call him upset alert.
Yep. Upset alert. Right.
That's what I'm calling him.
Who? I thought you were saying Joe Dirt for a minute. It's Jackson Dart.
Okay, Jackson, Joe Dirt. Bourne. I mean, take your pick.
Right. Jason Bourne, he playing like him. Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, what do you want me to do? You say
Well,
tomato, I say
hotty
tomato.
then. All right.
Oh, well, I don't know about all of that. Oh, nobody wants to know about the all-meal review. Stop it. Anywho, I used to be a Chippendale. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
Man, I used to what? Never mind.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Yeah, and on that note, I leave you without a quote. It's been fun, but we got to run. Don't forget to check us out now every Wednesday at 9 on the PM side right here on the yard. Or y'all can check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, the shop's fan page, and of course YouTube. And make sure when you're over at the tube, please hit that subscribe button. We'd be much obliged. And if that don't work, y'all can Google it. For my dudes, Be Rich, Double J, used to be TJ, and all those who follow and support us, we say thank you. I'm Barbershop Jay. You've been listening to the Shop Report.
You didn't even say Gully.
I did say D Gully.
No, you didn't.
I didn't say D Gully.
You said it now.
Shame on you. Shame on you. My Gully, that's my bad, man. Listen,
You all right? You all right?
Listen.
I was awake this time to hear it.
Okay, but that's the thing. You was woke and I was going to sleep. Is what I'm saying. Listen, y'all got to understand some people. No disrespect, but I'm at that age and stage where at a certain time on the clock, I start hearing this. It's a song,
look, man, we're
like the elevator music.
A week, all right.
Yeah, like the elevator music.
I know what you're talking about. That song, that elevator going up to that floor, the sleepy floor.
Yes, and yes, and then I see somebody handing me Metamucil on a tray,
on the pillow, right?
like it's time. Yes,
you got the pajamas with the hat,
yes.
with the cap.
You know, it's the reason why they doing all these Rep Fever commercials and all that type of stuff. You know what I mean?
Right.
Y'all just keep on living. That's what you do. But trust and believe, it's coming. Okay, it's coming.
For sure.
Don't have the,
we'll be back Saturday after dark again.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Tune into the that's right. Yeah, but hey, listen.
Fantasy starts it.
Yes, if you find yourself at the grocery store shopping for deodorant and end up in the Depends aisle, just pay attention to whether or not they got buy one half off, and let your boy know. All right, I'm just saying. I'm Barbershop Jay. You've been listening to the Shop Report. And remember, next time y'all want to know what's really going on, man, come to the shop. Walk-ins are always welcome. Holla.
We good? We're out.
Wow.